Hey everybody! On this episode of Gaming and Collecting, me and Alex are going to be once again doing our top 25 anime lists, going over our favorite top 25 animes and kind of comparing and contrasting from the previous lists we've done in the last few years. Also, a big spoiler warning, not major, but we're going to talk about a few shows here and we're probably going to drop a few spoilers, so just keep that in mind. But, anyways, guys, on with the episode.
And goodbye. See you later.
How you been?
I literally just told Bill right before we started recording, let's get started. Just to go goodbye.
Nice.
I've been okay. It's been a rough couple of days for me. Miss Pooh's not feeling well, which is always tough, especially I don't know, for me I feel like I get really emotional whenever she's not feeling well cuz of my cat Miss Till. So it's been an emotional couple of days, and I feel like I'm getting myself sick because I've been stressing myself out so much. So she's okay. She there's a lot of poop in her. It's related to her name, Miss Pooh. There is a lot of poop. She's got some kitty cat diarrhea, which is not fun. I feel so bad for her, the poor thing. So she's on some medicine now, though, so hopefully it's gonna kick in soon. I have to corner her and force feed it to her, which sucks, but that is life. You gotta be good for your pets, but I feel so bad for her. She's so miserable. I feel terrible.
But you got chicken yesterday.
I did. I paid and Bill picked it up. You know what I've really wanted recently?
What?
Fudge, but not like ever since we had the pickle fudge, like I just really wanted like actual good fudge
I'm
after
not gonna
that.
lie, you would have probably liked the dill pickle fudge.
I'm still pissed about that. The one we had was just
Yeah, that was bad.
it was bad. I don't know where you could get fudge like good fudge, you know. But how have you been?
I've been good. I played Peak last night for like
Oh yeah,
four.
how was that?
Oh, it was chaos. Absolute chaos. So the game, technically, you're only supposed to have 4 players, but we used a mod to get like 7 in there.
Jesus Christ.
And it was they were literally carrying me half the time because I am horrible at that game. Like there was multiple points where they were like, I think we lost Bill again. The best was I had died in the previous level, so we got to the respawn point, and I died upon respawn, like because I just fell and my corpse hit the ground and I died. And
Oh,
like they're all like getting ready, partying around the campfire. I'm like, guys, no
guys,
one can
help.
hear me. No one can hear me. And then they found my corpse after my ghost appeared, and I'm like, thanks.
Oh, I know. I really want to play that game, but I have to wait until I get a new PC so I can actually
Yeah.
actually play it. Because I feel like my computer would just break. Like I can't play The Sims or anything because my computer would just shit itself. So my computer is useless except for recording podcast, and even then it struggles.
Yeah. Well, hopefully soon. But
Yeah, hopefully.
other than that, been catching up on the animes, as they say.
Animes,
Yeah.
anime.
Still watching Sakamoto Days.
Yep.
It's up and down. Like it has episodes that are kind of like others that are really good.
Mm.
Um, very much like the manga itself. There was the
Mm.
most recent volume actually came out, and for the most part, it was kind of like the same shit. But then like the ending was like, oh, okay, I'm curious where
Oh,
this
this is
goes.
getting interesting.
It's probably going to be a one-off joke that doesn't go anywhere. But I was still for a minute like, um. We also watched the vending machine show. The most recent episode was interesting because something actually happened. Like they actually were doing
Yeah.
like a dungeon raid with like the new party,
Mm.
and they were actually doing stuff. I still hate that Boxo can kind of talk. I like that they've kind of made a joke that the only one that can really understand him is the blonde girl.
Yeah.
Um, but still, I don't really like it. But either way,
Yeah, Same, but I definitely agree. I think the next episode, the most recent one, hasn't been as bad as some of the other ones. So
Things happened. So
yes.
there's that. Other than that, My Dress Up Darling, the new episode hasn't come out. The dub hasn't come out yet, so I'll have to wait on that. The kaiju
Mm.
though. Oh, kaiju.
Well, I'm waiting to catch up on My Dress Up Darling and Kaiju number 8 today. I was gonna do that later once I can. And then Gachi Akuda I also have to watch. But I did catch up with a new panty and stocking with garter belt. Which that's been fun. Have you seen that they got 2 new angels?
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Okay.
I have to rewatch the original because I
There's
only watched the original years back, so it's
mm,
kind of in that state of like I technically it'd be like watching it fresh now. So
yeah. There's 2 new boy angels and it was great. I'm really enjoying that because I mean the spirit of that show is just like hilarious and just fuckery. I feel like
see,
it's the best way to describe it.
the thing about it nowadays is nowadays it kind of is nothing special in terms of like how it's like it's so striking, but it's still good. Back in the day, it was such a striking, like holy shit kind of show that it really
Mm.
stood out. But nowadays we have so much fucking anime that it's kind of like the little gimmick
Oh,
isn't as
I don't know. I still think it stands out quite a
well,
bit.
it stands
I
out from
would
an art style.
disagree.
I mean like the shock factor of it isn't
No,
as
I don't know. You haven't seen some of the jokes.
I
I
don't know.
think they were going
Anime's
a lot harder. I think you got to refresh on it because like some of these I don't see these jokes in your average anime.
I
So
don't
I
know.
would watch it before you say that opinion.
I mean it's still probably shocking, but I think we're desensitized these days.
I don't know. I think you have to watch it.
I don't know. Don Don had another kind of sketchy joke in it, so that's probably why it's on my mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen the new Don to Don yet. I gotta
The,
watch that too.
just say the amount of times Momo gets her shirt ripped open. I'm like, can we stop with this joke? It's not funny anymore. It wasn't really funny to begin with.
Oh, what the? Is the mangaka a lady or a man? I'm
I
just
don't
curious.
know. I really because I haven't really got deep into it. I'm only kind of now getting into it because the second season has admittedly been better.
Well, because I was going into Gachi Akuda. I stumbled upon this video where someone was talking about the mangaka for it, and she just seems like a badass. So it's a lady, but it's also she's very like punk, and it makes so much sense why the show is like how it is in the style because it's so punk and it's so fun. Um, so she seems really cool. So I'm glad to see like another female mangaka getting a spotlight right now. Also, because you just know that some of the female leads are just going to be greatly written characters.
The Don mangaka is a male
Mm,
and was apparently the assistant of Fujimoto during Fire Punch, the
hmm,
Chainsaw Man creator. That's interesting.
that's funny.
But yeah, Don is something right now.
I can kind of see that. Like, I can see that definitely.
There are vibes, not as much as Sakamoto Days. You can tell the Sakamoto Days mangaka had a very big was very much influenced by Fujimoto.
Oh yeah, but I think there's definitely vibes that I'm getting similar vibes.
Mm.
You know.
So you've been watching Kimi ni Todoke.
Yeah, I finished that season 1, the OVA, which was centered around the bitch character, so fuck her, and then season 2 and season 3. So I finished all of that, which was good because I had watched season 1 many years ago and I really forgot everything about it. So in all honesty, it was a new watch, and
It
I
hits
counted
different
it
with a
as an
dub too.
yeah. I think I received it a lot more like in my brain since it was like dubbed and I could,
Hmm.
I feel like it just hits different when you can understand it. Not all the time, but like for stuff like a shonen, I can watch with subs and I can still get the same experience. But sometimes I feel like when it's like a
Shoujo.
lighthearted romance shojo, I feel like it's just nicer to kind of see the connections, like because there's so much that the voice actor can add to the characters, especially when it comes to like a romance or like two people getting together or a story like that. So it's been great. I really enjoy that. I hope they continue
Well, I mean, you got
another
to remember
season.
if a show can go 10 years and get a third season out of nowhere and a dub, especially that's like that's the big
Yeah, and they
thing.
get the whole thing dubbed, you know.
I'm assuming they dubbed it all at once because
Yeah.
just the way it was. Because it's
Mhm.
funny if you listen to the subs going from season 2 to 3, it's like, wow, they definitely aged.
Yeah.
It's like it's understandable. It was 10 years, but like it's like, oh, but I hope so because I'm reading the manga for it now, and as of right now, the show kind of ends right around the halfway point of the manga, so there's still a good amount of content left.
Mm.
My God, what a slow burn though.
But they figure it out. They figure it out.
They do, but even when they figure it out, it is frustrating. You're like, it's like,
It's
come on. It's like, come on.
Do you know if that Konosuba the OVA ever got dubbed?
The season 3 one,
Yeah.
I don't think so because I feel like I would have seen it pop up.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm still waiting on that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Because I saw it on my list the other day. I was like, I don't know if like that happened. I'll ask Bill.
Let me give it a quick old look on the. Nope, still not dubbed.
Oh nope. Bill,
Yep.
did you start watching Shield Hero season 4?
I haven't even finished season 2. So
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I gave up halfway through 2 and was like, nah. Like they ruined it.
No, thank you.
Ruined it, soiled it. Yeah, you know.
I don't think season 2 was that bad once you got past the turtle.
Yeah, it took a lot to get past that, and then from what I've heard, season 3 just takes a dump on everything, anyways. So
Oh
it's
God.
like, it's like, yeah, it was a 1-season anime as far as I'm concerned.
Honestly, that's a good way to approach it. Just to go back and rewatch season 1 because it is so interesting how a show can just fall off that hard. Because, like, looking back, especially because, well, the theme of this episode, we're doing our top 25 anime list, and it was on the list for like multiple years. They just fell the fuck off.
I'm gonna put this out there. Shield Hero season 1 was number 7 on my first list.
I'm pretty certain. Wait, I gotta find mine. I have the other two in my pocket. My Polly Pocket. Where is it?
It dropped to 22 on the following year's list. So
yeah, like Shield Hero was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was number 9 on my 2022 list, which was the first one we did. It was number 9, and then it dropped to number 21. Then it dropped to 21, and then it didn't even make the list last year. It's just crazy how something can just fall the fuck off. Oh my God.
It was rough. Like it's like the problem is they gave the fucking first season such a fucking satisfying ending, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna just completely erase all of that and make you back to like being annoyed.
Well, the thing is if they had cut it off before they had gone to the honestly, that's like the Dragon Ball what is it called? Like the cut. What's the cut of Dragon Ball Z? Kai.
Oh, Kai.
The Kai cut of Shield Heroes just to stop once the king and queen once the princess and the king become bitch and like asshole or something. Trash. And then like they ride off into the sunset and that's it. That's where you cut it off and you say good watch. That's it.
The true cutoff is just cut off like the last like 3 episodes because they were not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You cut off there, they leave, and that's it. You don't know where they go from there. You're just assuming that
it's not important.
It's not important. Yes.
But
because what you're gonna see if you do watch sucks.
Yeah.
But the thing that's frustrating though too with that. I'm just on a kick now. Is that where they did the leave us with the island and having the multiple worlds seemed kind of cool, and I just don't know how they just fumbled that so hard.
Well, because they like completely just chat all over everything that the first season established, and they were like,
and you didn't even watch season 3 where they're trying to redeem those
That's what I mean.
scumbag other heroes, and it's just like, I don't want to redeem these guys. I fucking hate them. You made me hate them in season 1. I'm not gonna like them again. They are irredeemable. I'm pissed. I want it to be good, and it's not. But I'm gonna fucking watch season 4 because I just have to. I'm committed to see. I watched that garbage season 3. I'm committed, so I have to watch it. But I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it.
I think the sad part is I feel like that a lot of the spirit of that show died with Billy Kametz. So
yeah,
not that Stephen Fu does a bad job. He does a perfectly fine job, but I don't know. He just like had that character down.
No, I agree.
Rest
in peace.
Yeah, but yeah, well, we've already said what our thing is, but Alex has to do her cookbook. So.
Oh wait! Put the music on. Thank you. What are you drinking today, Bill?
I have a Canada Dry ginger ale. I just kind of grabbed it. It was what was there.
Give us a fact.
The bottle is green, but the drink is not.
It's like, oh yeah, no, it's not. It's like a.
It's like a pea brown.
It's like, ew. It's pea colored. What would you rate it?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge Canada Dry fan. I think I like Schweppes more.
Okay.
I don't know. It's got like this weird like sweetness to it that I'm not really a big fan of.
Is Canada Dry the Pepsi one or the Coca-Cola one? Wait, let me see the bottle. That's telling. Yeah, that's Coke. That's the Coke bottle.
I believe it's the Coke one. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
But you prefer the Pepsi.
Well,
Pepsi wins in that corner.
I'm an indoctrinated Jeff Gordon fan. Of course, Pepsi wins. It's just how it happens.
I don't know. I gotta say Coke is better. If I'm going for the cola.
I don't really like cola in general, but if I'm gonna drink one, it's gonna be Pepsi just because of the that trade-off. I mean, I'm drinking.
You can't deny that Sprite is better than Sierra Mist or whatever bullshit they call it now.
Well, Sprite's just there's no bullshit to Sprite. It's just what it is. What it is.
I mean, yeah, but every brain that tries to recreate a Sprite just can't create that magic of like where it's on the line of being seltzer water, but it's not.
The closest one is 7-Up because 7-Up kind of just does its own thing.
But it's too lemony.
Yeah, it's not as good. Sprite is Sprite, and
nothing can get close.
Do you remember like the Walmart brand Sprite? It was like Twist Up or something, like some stupid name.
Maybe. I don't. We don't talk about that. We only drink Sprite in this house.
I don't know. I love like the crappy Walmart.
And you know, that's what I like about Franny's, which I'm not drinking right now. but they don't even try to recreate Sprite because they know they can't. No one can.
No, they just make a lemon drink, and they were like, "Yeah, it's lemon drink."
Aren't you gonna ask me what I'm drinking?
What are you drinking?
I am drinking a Fox and Park White Birch root beer. It's so good. That's like my guilty pleasure drink. They don't have that Big Y. They only have it at Geisler's. So I'm going to have to go to Geisler's tomorrow because I need more of it.
Lovely.
It's my favorite. It's just so good and mellow and root beery, but not fully root beery. It's so good.
Now bring out your cursed cookbook.
I didn't choose something as cursed today. I thought I would change it up. Bill.
Yes.
Today's recipe is Philly fruit pizza.
That is 3 words that do not belong together. You literally just lied through your teeth and said, I picked something not cursed and picked the most cursed sounding thing possible.
Look that bad. It doesn't look that compared to some of the other shit, it doesn't look that bad. I don't
like that.
In case you want to make it, here is the recipe. 1 18-ounce roll of refrigerated sugar slice and bake cookies. So it's not pizza dough, it's cookie dough.
Oh, so it's just dessert.
This is the dessert section. I decided to change it
Okay.
up. A 1/3 cup of sugar, a half teaspoon of vanilla, assorted fruits, a half cup of Kraft orange marmalade, peach or apricot preserves, 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 ounce package of Philadelphia brand cream cheese. Hold on.
Just plopped right on top.
I thought I was gonna burp, but then I didn't burp. How to make it? You're gonna cut the cookie dough into slices, arrange it on a cookie sheet. So you're gonna pre-cut the pizza, is what it's saying. Then, you're gonna heat it up in the oven, 375 degrees, 10 to 12 minutes. Combine the cream cheese, sugar, vanilla, mix it well, spread it over the crust, arrange the fruit. There you go. You got your fucking pizza.
So, in other words, most people wouldn't put that much effort in, would just plop it on top and be like, good enough.
Well, yeah, they'd probably just throw it more like, a pizza where they're just like,
It's one of those classic, like, that the picture of the food, and then you get the food, and you're like,
yeah. But honestly, like, if we had to make one, I don't think this one would be that bad.
Do you ever at a restaurant, like, whenever you're ordering, you always pick something that they don't show the picture of so you won't be disappointed when it arrives?
I mean, sometimes. I mean,
I
feel
do
like a
that
lot of
occasionally.
restaurants. Well, I feel like too, a lot of the restaurants we go to don't even have pictures half the time anymore.
A lot of them do, though. I mean, not every one of them. Occasionally,
Not
like,
a lot. I mean, think about it. Like Wooden Tap, they're supposed to have pictures. Minus like the specials. It's usually no
Yeah.
pictures. Captain Jimmy's, no pictures.
Try not to name specific restaurants. Just
beep, 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 beep.
But yeah, like, I don't know. When we go to like a chain, though, like if I see like the picture,
Wooden
like
Tap is a chain.
yeah, that's like a specific chain, though.
It's all over Connecticut.
Whatever.
Wrong. Oh, Bill, do you want to go to what's it called? The Curse grocery store. It's not Curse. It's great. Where
Curse.
the fruit sings at you.
Depends when and what time. But we'll talk about that later.
Yay! Curse grocery store.
But
I just realized you kept the music going. You should just keep it the whole episode.
No. Anyways, so we should get into our topic for this episode because I
don't want to.
Yeah, you do. You've been planning this changed it multiple times.
I don't want to. I changed it 5 minutes before we started.
Exactly. So we'll start. We're doing our top 25 list. We'll do it the same way we do it every year, where we'll kind of start from 25 and we'll go back and forth and give our reasoning.
Well, maybe we should go 25 and then we start with 1 and then we go to 25 and then we go to 2 and then we go to
24. Don't make it don't confuse the listeners, because that is not obnoxious. You know what happens, Alex? You know what happens when you listen to a podcast that does shit like that? You turn it off because you're like, no, I don't have time for this
shit off.
nonsense. But yeah. Okay, enough of that.
I need my stress ball. You're stressing me out.
You're stressing yourself out. So yeah, let's move on to the lists. You want me to go first?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Go first.
So my 25 pick, this is a survivor. This has been on my list since the first one.
Yes.
It is Persona 4, the animation.
Aw.
The only game animation that survived on my list. And the reason why I say this is A, because Persona 4 is the greatest game ever made.
You might be a little biased.
A little, yes. But also, it is a very good anime adaptation that manages to keep the spirit of the game while also like fleshing out things that the game kind of doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And just being really fucking funny. Like, it is a very entertaining anime through and through. Like, to the point where I am very bummed that it's almost impossible to find easily on the internet legally these days.
Oh.
Thank God I got those Blu-rays that are like fucking $100 each now. I think I watched it illegally the first time I watched it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I watched it on YouTube the first time when you
Well, I
could
know.
watch shit on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Me and you watched it during like one of like your summer breaks when I was home during my night shift era.
Yes. And I think we did it on YouTube. Watched it on YouTube.
No, we had the Blu-rays.
Oh
I've
yeah.
I've had those Blu-rays since it came out because I bought them when they came out.
Oh.
'Cause I
I know.
knew.
I really think it's almost like if you don't have the Blu-rays, it's like lost media at this point.
Well, legally, yes.
Yes. Well, legal lost media. It's very much you could sail the seven seas and find it.
Yes. You can find the golden anime if you really want to suffer through that boring
That's
shit.
easy. I think that's on Crunchyroll.
It is, but it's not dubbed and it's pointless. So it's the you and Mari show. Like it's just pointless. There's nothing going on. That being said, though, I love Persona 4 the animation to this day.
Yes.
Now, what's your 25, Alex?
And that being said, Persona 4 is not on my list. But on my list is also one that has survived the test of time. And for the most part, it's always been in this spot. But it's Sailor Moon because it was my intro to anime, the first show I watched, and it will always be on my list because I wouldn't have this list if I didn't watch Sailor Moon.
Where was it the first year you did this?
The first year, I think it was
slightly higher. It was like one row up.
Yeah, it was a little higher. But my first list also compared to the shows that have come out since then, it's just like some of them are just it's not comparable. Like that's one thing I want to stress is that the content that we're getting now and the storytelling and the characters people are writing are just like incredible. Not saying some of the older ones aren't great, but Sailor Moon will always be on my list, but I think at this point we know that the story, like, it's not the most. It is the foundation for the magical girl anime series types being where they are today. But there's definitely things that I would watch more than Sailor Moon.
I mean, Sailor Moon is a classic, but it is also like, I mean, especially now that we have the very nice biz dubs like that preserve everything and actually give the proper release.
Yeah.
It's very apparent that there's so much fucking filler in Sailor Moon, the original anime.
Well, the truth is, though, too, is Sailor Moon, the original, was meant to. They had made it change the story so that it would be a Monster of the Week show in the format of like Power Rangers.
It was Power Rangers for girls.
Yeah. And they tried to push some of the story in as well, but the story it wasn't the true retelling of the story. And we did get something that, yes, it was. Unfortunately, they fucked it up the first time by doing some terrible 3D animation and just poor choices overall. But
Crystal, yeah.
Yeah. But even then, there are some really good things about Crystal. There's some really bad things about it as well. Like some of the movie, like not the final Cosmos movies, but the ones before. I love those ones. I thought they retold the
I know
the Pegasus arc and the Dark Moon Circus arc as well. I thought that was great. Like that was really good.
I love those movies, but I still can't get over the fact that in the fucking anime, the original anime, that was like a full season like of development.
Well, and that's the thing is like I think they did a good job, but I definitely think you lost a lot of because that's one of my favorite seasons too. So there's mixed parts like that I will always love like of Sailor Moon. It'll always be one on my list. It'll probably always be in that 25 spot, but it deserves to be there. It started my anime journey and I will always have a fond place in it in my heart.
You know it's an iconic anime because even though it's objectively very flawed, people still talk about it to this day.
Well, and it's also like the magical girl types of anime would not be where they are without Sailor Moon. And
Sailor
like
Moon
now
is arguably still the best one too, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, depending on who you ask. But like there's like Precure right now, is one of like the biggest ones. I might be messing up the name, but I know there's like a ton of different ones. They've done variations and variations and variations. And there's a lot of ones like when Sailor Moon was coming out that were really good and just like never kind of got the recognition it deserves. Like Sailor I actually Moon, saw
benefited heavily from coming out right around the same time as Power Rangers, and where they could bounce off
Yeah.
each other.
But there's a lot of really great shows that spawned from it. Like one of the ones I saw recently, which I kind of want to do a rewatch, but I just don't remember if it has a dub or if it would be possible. It was like Katya, I think it's Katya Saint Jean or Saint John. I think Saint Jean, something like that. But it was a magical girl where she would transform into her magical girl costume, and it had to do with like um kind of ghosts, like going into like works of art slash like historical objects and like basically tainting them, and she had to go and like basically save them and like bless them so that they would. It was a really cool series, and like I feel like no one remembers it. I'm probably the only one that actually remembers it. But yeah, Sailor Moon will just always have a place in my heart. Same with like honestly any magical girl series, but yeah, love Sailor Moon. It'll always be number 25 though, because there's just better shows out there.
So, moving on from my list, my 24 spot. This one is also a Survivor, and it is mostly just because it is an extremely nostalgic. It is a very nostalgic show for me in a lot of ways. It's the only mech anime I've ever been able to get into.
I already know.
Yeah, it is Full Metal Panic, a show that I
dropped after 5 episodes.
Yeah, I know. It's not for everybody. It's very weird. It's a weird show, but yeah, this is the one mech anime I was able to get into back in the day. I rewatched it last year for like the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very early 2000s. It's very cheesy. It's kind of bad in certain points, but I love the weird nonsensical nature of that show in a lot of ways. How it is tonally confused. It can't decide whether it wants to be a fucking slice of life high school anime or a serious mech drama. And I kind of just like the nonsense of that. I like the fact that you have this war shit going on, and then you got Kaname Chidori just is there for some reason. Because she's relevant.
Not?
Then she's voiced
powers or something.
I don't think it's power so much as there's like weird governmental shit going on.
Yeah,
like it's
something. I don't know.
She's important for. I think it's because she's a rich girl and they're using her as ransom at one point.
Shit.
Something like that. I have to watch the later seasons again because I haven't fully watched it in years. I've only ever watched the first series.
Yes.
Which is funny because the second series completely abandons the mech shit and just goes for high school slice of life goofiness for an entire season.
Why not?
But yeah, Full Metal Panic. It's always fun. Classic ADV dub. Weirdly fan servicey though.
Yeah, I feel like though with mechs, a lot of the times there is a lot of fan service.
Yeah, but
I've noticed that with mechs because even like what's that one? Code Geass. There's a lot of fan service in that one too. Like there's a lot. I don't know. I feel like it goes hand in hand with mechs.
See, the thing about Full Metal Panic that sometimes like makes me go, why do I like this? Is there'll be points where like there's this really serious conversation going on between the main characters, and then a Kaname shows up, and then it's just like upskirt shot, and then she just disappears, and it's like okay, thanks for that. No, that's
anime in general. Sometimes like they just shove you fan service for no reason. You're like, this is why I don't need this. Like Fire Force.
Yeah.
That one character in Fire Force who's just like, what the fuck? Keep your clothes on.
Yeah. I always think of that as like, that's like they put those in just for like those prime moments when the parents walk in. You can be like, I can explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love me some Full Metal Panic though, even though it's cheesy as fuck.
Nice.
So what's your 24?
My number 24 it's a newer show, but it's one that I instantly connected with as soon as I watched it. And it's called Medalist.
Oh yeah, you were trying to get me to watch this one, but I have too much shit on my list right now.
And it's a Hulu. It's a Hulu anime, and
so a soon to be Disney Plus anime because that's a weird sound.
Yeah. But the story of Medalist is just something that I don't know. I just connected to.
It's like figure skating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a story about figure skating. And it's a girl who started later in like most kids who start figure skating were like 2 or 3 or 4, like really young, and she started when she was 10. So she's already kind of a little behind. And I don't know, and it's following her journey of like going through the different levels of figure skating because now she has a goal, she has a dream of being there. But at the same time, you also have her coach who very much embodies almost this, like mirrors her in the adult way, where he started the same thing at a much later age, but he did have some success. But there's also just a bit of like, because he started later, he doesn't have like the credentials everyone else has, so he's kind of stuck. And I don't know, it was just something that I connected to because for me, like I started dancing at a very young age, like 2 to 3, but I didn't find my niche with Irish until I was about 12 or 13, which most people at that point like had been doing it when they were 2. So I was kind of behind, and I don't know, I connected a lot with the story. It just kind of lined up with a lot of what I had really great, well-written characters. Because not just the main young girl who's wants to be a figure skater, but her coach. Like you really love both of the characters. So it's getting a season 2. I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to some more content from it, but I love the story and I just connected with it, which it's a great watch for me. But I also think other people would enjoy it too, because it's just I feel like you always love a story of an underdog. I feel like everyone loves the underdog, so
So is it like a more serious, not whatever Yuri and Ice is supposed to be?
Yuri on Ice is a very serious
I
story,
have
Bill,
no
too.
idea. The fandom has ruined that show from me ever taking it serious. So
Dang you, Bill. The fandom is heartbroken because our fucking movie got canceled because Mappa sucks. We deserve that movie. It should come back. But no, that's a very serious story. It's also
okay,
about someone who was in the going for the Olympic, like going for the Olympics, going for winning the national, like the world figure skating titles, whatever, and like had hit a wall and was struggling with self confidence and starting to. And yes, and it's not even like fully yaoi. There's just a little hint. They don't even officially kiss or anything. It's
I
implied that they
wasn't
did.
even going there. I just
It's implied that they did, but it's not explicitly said that they did. And it is a great story of
okay.
two
That's
people bonding over figure skating and facing their fears and going through perseverance and having to also just like face your demons, face your fear, like the challenges you got to face and growing. It's a great story.
okay.
You watch it right now.
I don't plan
Add
on
it
ever
to your
watching.
list. Add it
Thank
to
you.
your fucking Bill. The figure skating also, the animation that they did, and I will say they did a very great job too, especially with like whenever they're challenged with animating dance or animating even like fights and stuff. But with dance and like figure skating, it is tough to capture the movements, and both of those shows did a really great job of capturing the figure skating. And a lot of it has to do with they like had real references and people and using some motion capture as well with medalists, at least not You're on Ice, I think, but for medalists they were able to actually use some motion capture techniques to help really define those body movements and the arm angles and the legs and the feet. So fuck you.
Okay. So I will.
Don't you hate on Yuri on Ice?
I wasn't
Don't
hating.
you?
I was using
You
it as a
were.
comparison. I just
You
was
were
curious.
hating on it.
Well,
You
now
were
I'm not
saying
gonna
it's
ever
not
watch
a
it.
good story. You watch it. Right. That's your
You
assignment for next year.
no, I refuse. Fine, only if you
I
watch
will watch.
OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'll watch Dragon Ball if you watch Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
But you have to watch Yuri on Ice first.
I'm not. I already don't trust you.
No, that is a fucking commitment. That is a commitment. I am not committing to that many episodes unless you start watching Yuri on Ice.
Moving on.
Anyways, I wasn't expecting an argument.
Always fucking figure skating.
What's your number 23?
All right, so
What's your number 23?
my number 23 pick is Mariko-chan. The only real horror animes I'm a fan of, even though it's borderline a comedy at the same time. Yeah, Mariko-chan's a very interesting story. It's about a girl named Miko who she can see dead people. And the joke is no one else can, but she sure can. and her life is already as miserable and miserable as it is. So she goes her day to day just seeing the most grotesque, horrific shit, and she's always like, like to the point where there's a point where like she just mentally breaks and starts running around laughing and screaming, like crying because she's just
Mhm.
so mentally done with the
Aw.
nonsense going on, and it is played for laughs, and I'm just like, this show is nonsense, but I low-key really love it just because I kind of think it's got a cool art style. It's once again a little too fan servicey at times,
Mhm.
but
But
it's
that's anime.
yeah. This one though is like there are points where you're like, that was not necessary at all, but okay.
Mm.
Um, I enjoy the manga too. The manga's really kind of helped me like it more than I already did. I
Yeah.
just like the weird mix between like it reminded me a lot of like the monster designs of Rat remind me can't talk remind me a lot of the weird creatures in Jujutsu Kaisen and just how like a lot of them are like that's fucked up.
Mm.
A lot of stuff like that. It's a fun. It's goofy, good humor mixed like with some really fucked up shit.
Nice.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Nice.
What's your 23?
My number 23 is a show that I've been yelling at Bill to watch since I've watched it. And it's Carol and Tuesday.
Oh wow, that's
Uh
that's that's slow on your list this year.
well, I was trying to really figure out a good place for it. I mean, it didn't make my first list. Um
It was in your top 10 though, I remember.
no, it's never been in the top 10. In 2023 it was number
Oh yeah, it
24.
wasn't.
Um it only made it to top it only made it to 11. That was the highest
The reason
last
I
year.
thought it was in the top 10. Oh well.
Yeah. But I love the show. I love the story, the music. I love me a musical. So when you have a show that has really great music, really great characters and a fun story, I'm in. But I don't know, it's cool, especially now. I've brought it up a couple times, but especially now that we're kind of venturing into this world of AI is becoming much more prolific. I mean, you go on Twitter and all you see is Grok like in your face half the time. And you're like, go the fuck away. Or like you Google something and it's like Google AI and you're just like, can I just like not? I don't want this. Like it's very interesting because it came out quite a few years ago at this point. But the theming of like how AI has started taking over the world in that show is very much parallel to kind of what we're at now. I mean, you're seeing AI music, you're seeing AI animation, which sucks. Support talented creators out there and animators,
Mhm.
but it's just I feel like it's a show that many people should watch because you're watching these two girls journey through the music industry that has been taken over by non-human AI, and they're going in with genuine human songs, lyrics, heart, and how it's able to overcome that all and how people are going to genuinely connect with something that was made from the heart versus something that was made from a machine. So I think it's a very good watch for a lot of people, especially right now in the world where AI is
Hmm.
starting to really become a thing, and I hate it. I hate AI. No
Yeah.
more. No more AI art at least. Like use it for things that like we could use it
Use it
for, but
use it as a tool, not a crutch.
no. Don't use it to draw art for you. Like art is supposed to be creative. It's supposed to be expressive. It's not supposed to be something that's made from a machine because there's just that you can you can always tell when something's AI versus something hand
Well,
drawn
not
or
you.
made.
You can't though sometimes because there's a lot of cases now where like people will post their legitimate art and people are like that's AI and it's like no, it's not.
Well, and I think the thing is though is
Like
that
you have
people
to
are so
specify not AI on shit now because people just don't trust anything anymore. That's how bad it
yeah.
is now.
But to me, I feel like I can always tell when something is AI. Like I can always tell if it's not exactly right. But for the most part, I think a lot of those artists out there, like if they're gonna invest so much time into AI, like it's usually the slop. People are gonna sell like the garbage stuff. Like because even at some of the conventions, like some of those vendors, like the people with the printed on water bottles, a lot of the time that's AI art.
Yeah.
that they're printing on it. So
Or stolen.
yeah, or it's stolen. It could be a mix of both because the AI takes stuff that it already knows to create
Yeah.
some of these images. So I don't know. It's a very good watch, especially right now, like with how the world is, and I think it's a great story and great
Yeah.
music. The songs are wonderful and they hold up to this day.
Yes. Well, anyways, so moving on
Bill
now
at the
to
tinkle, Bill at the tinkle.
I'm leaving in your next burp. Anyways, moving on to episode 22 or 22. Great. For my 22 pick, it is going to be first time.
Oh yeah, it is 22. Sorry.
Yes.
Well,
Out of
we
my way
had
to
take
make it
a break. We had to take
seamless.
a break.
And you just had to shit all over it.
Yes. It's
Anyways,
my job.
my 22 pick is first time entry on my list, The Dangers in My Heart. A
Really?
centaur.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that had been on your list like before.
No, it's only been out like a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I feel like you've been talking about it though for
about a year since it came out.
But don't you have that figurine that you've had? Like, isn't that her in the background?
She is back there, but like
Well,
it.
the
Like,
picture,
it was,
like with like her butt hanging out behind you.
no, that's Yukino from
Oh,
a completely different show.
I'm mixing that up.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. I take it back.
We'll hear from her later. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, Dangers in My Heart is a fun little series. When it first came out, it was a lot of people said it was like Comey in reverse, which no, not even close. Both characters are capable of talking. It's more like the male character in this series is just a fucking edge lord for no reason for like the first like 2 episodes, and then it becomes kind of a cute little like middle school romance thing. And I love the I love the dynamic. The characters are really fun. It's a very cute slice of life with good humor. The mangaka is horny as fuck though. Like holy shit. Like it is almost disturbing at times.
That's why I was getting it confused. Because the other one is in the mangaka, like he just like lets them make figures of like whatever.
So yeah, the writer, well, the other one is a light novel that got a manga adaptation.
Oh, okay.
He just sold out, lets the people do whatever with his creations. He does not care.
Anything you want.
As long as it makes him money, he doesn't care. But with this one, it's actually a female artist, which is why the style looks really cool. Like I love her expressions because like she'll draw like the faces, some of the goofiest faces, but they work so well tonally. But my god, she draws like some of the horniest shit. I'm like, holy crap.
Hey, the female mangakas, they get it.
Yeah, but I don't like it when the characters are confirmed in middle school, okay?
Yeah. Japan.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's weird, but the story is fun. I really like the story, and it's one of those ones where like it has like very similar moments to another show that we'll be talking about. Well, we already talked about it earlier, but
oh, we did?
Not in the list. You were watching it recently.
Oh, okay.
Where the characters kind of frustrate you, but then like they finally get together at the end. And you're like, ah, good.
Really,
middle school, cute middle schoolers. Ew, I'd actually phrase that weird.
Ew. Remove it from your list.
Yeah, no. The way it's a cute story. That's the way it is. It's a fun anime. And it has a bopping intro song. But what's your 22, Alex?
My 22 is The Disastrous Life of Saiki K, which is funny because going back to 2023, that was the exact same spot it was in. But this one, it's just a classic. Like, I just love those short little slapsticky, dumb, funny shows. And I don't know. I think a character like Saiki, where he's just so fucking done with everyone, is just hilarious. It's a good time. The characters are silly. The stories are silly. And it's not like you don't have to fully engage. Like, it's just silly. It's a nice little break. It's not a huge story or building up. It's always just these little shorts that are kind of following them for high school, and it's just enjoyable and funny. I really enjoy The Disastrous Life of Seki K
I love that
and
the
his
main.
coffee jelly.
I like that he's just voiced by Jerry Jewell, and Jerry Jewell just does his like no fucks given voice the entire time.
Yes. And I mean, there's Butt Chin guy who he's just great. It's Nenmo or something.
It's not even butt chin. It's just straight up sack on his face.
He's just fucking hilarious. He's my favorite character. I'm brain farting his name, but every time he's on the screen, it's just so stupid. But it's just a good show. You haven't watched that yet?
I've seen parts, but I've never watched it in full.
You should. It doesn't take that long.
No, I know. It's one of those shows that you can watch just a random episode and not have to worry about continuity.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's on my list. Unfortunately, I just have so much fucking shit on my list right now.
Well, move it to the top.
I can't.
Right?
It's like,
no.
Alex, the problem with telling me to move it to the top is you say this about fucking everything, so it just keeps getting lowered each time you say it. So it's like it doesn't even matter.
Well, you finally watched Attack on Titan, and I thought that was never gonna happen. So
yeah, and now I'm watching My Hero, which you also thought was never gonna happen.
Yeah. Wait, how far are you in that?
Still in season 4.
God fucking damn it, Bill.
Well, because
get caught up.
I'm busy during the week. All right.
Yeah, make time.
It's not as easy.
Let's end the podcast and just go finish watching it.
No. Moving on though to my 21 pick. My pure nostalgia pick, which has been surviving on these lists since the beginning, and it moves around periodically.
Yep.
It is Ronin Warriors.
So my Sailor Moon.
Yes. And it's funny you say that because if Sailor Moon was essentially the anime version of Power Rangers for girls, this is the anime version of Power Rangers for guys. Or it's basically
it's Power Rangers for guys.
It's actually better phrasing. It's Sailor Moon for guys, basically.
Yes.
Where instead of turning into magical girls, they turn into samurais. Because the show is actually called Samurai Troopers, but in America they changed it to Ronin Warriors.
Which why?
It sounds
Samurai
cool, I
Troopers
guess.
Isn't even that like weird of a title.
I don't know. It's to a point where like I own the Blu-ray set that came out that Distork put out, and they still use Ronin Warriors for titles, but they call it Samurai Troopers on the Blu-ray, and I'm like, whatever. We know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a fun show. There's a giant white tiger. Characters are fun. It's like the most pure action show I think I've watched back then. And I would only ever watch it because it was always on right after Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
So you'd watch your Sailor Moon, and then I'd just watch that.
Yep.
After also watching Sailor Moon, because let's face
it. There wasn't that much you could do at the time, so.
No, I mean, because Nickelodeon was probably bullshit at that point, so. But yeah, Ronin Warriors. It's a survivor. It's like my nostalgic old anime that's kind of bad, but I still love it.
Yeah.
So what's your 21 pick?
My 21 is a newer show. It's never made the list, but it's Solo Leveling. Because goddamn, that show is addicting. I don't think anyone who hasn't watched it can't say that they had to keep watching and going and going and going. And I feel like it was one of my favorite shows that came out. Do I think it's the greatest show of all time? No way. No, it's not. But it's enjoyable. And it's fun.
Every time it gets brought up now, it's just the argument of it's not the best, but it's great.
It's good. It's good. No, I don't want to call it schlop,
it's the garbage junk food of anime. Like you enjoy it while you're watching it. It's incredibly addicting.
Yeah,
but
they sprinkle a little bit of some addictive substance in it that makes you just go nicotine. Like there's some nicotine. It's the cigarettes of anime.
I'll save my thoughts because it's on my list later. But
yeah, but I couldn't put it higher because like. I was really trying to pick some of like one of my favorite shows with some of my favorite stories and favorite characters. And yes, I love Solo Leveling, but compared to some of the other entries on this list, there's way better characters and storytelling. But it's that addictive, like, yes, more popcorn. It's the movie theater popcorn of anime.
Cliffhanger.
Yes. No, yeah. And then you're just like, fuck. Like, they're very strategic about how they
I
cut
see
things.
those goddamn feet again. I'm gonna fucking scream. uh,
Yep, the music. Anyways,
uh,
that is all. Moving on.
fucking bopping intros though. Yes, I will say
Mm.
that. So my 20 pick, another long runner, is Hayuka. This one also
Ah.
kind of moves around. It actually moved up a spot this year, which is kind of funny. But I like Hayuka. It is a fun. At first, you think it's another high school slice of life, but it's actually more of like a mystery show. Like the whole gimmick is like the main character is funny because he's one of those characters who hates everything. He's like he's like life is a waste of energy. Like that's his character basically. And the main love interest, her entire gimmick is she's curious about everything. She
Mm.
has to know. So she'll be like, "Ooh, this mystery. I need to figure it out. You're coming with me
Whether you
against your
like it or
will."
not.
Pretty much. And he gradually starts to fall for her as it goes through. But the mysteries are fun. Not quite Apothecary Diaries level of deep, but like
Mm.
Saturday morning Scooby Doo level of deep, I guess is a better, easier way of putting it.
Yep.
Very pretty animation. It's one of those ones that came out for a while and took a long time to get a dub, but when it eventually got a dub, it was fun.
Mm.
It's got a cool vibe. I love the really subdued color scheme it has too. Like it's got a very pastel kind of like sepia tone look to it at times. Like it's not a bright show. It fits that era they're going for, and I kind of like it. It's on Crunchyroll.
Nice.
So what's your number 20?
My number 20, it's been on my list every year since the beginning, and it is one of my favorite shows. I recommend it, I think, to everyone as a good quick watch. But it's Death Parade, and I think
Yeah.
actually it's in the same spot as last year. But Death Parade is just such a good 12 episoder watch that it's gonna take you on a roller coaster you're not expecting. Um,
Yeah,
it's
Death
a
Parade has
great
been all over your lists, except for that one year where no, wait, this is my list. What am I saying?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's been on my list every year.
yeah. It's been
Uh,
all over your list because it's been near the top, it's been near the bottom. It made your top 10.
well, no, it literally it just like stayed in the same spot. It just kind of went from like
Well, no,
boop,
the first
boop,
Alex,
boop.
the first year it was in like the top 10. Like it was
Yeah,
like right
but then
there.
it was in the top 15, and then now it was in the same spot last year as last year. So it's just gone boop, 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 and that's really just because there's such great other like. Not that I don't think it's an amazing story. I love the story. It's a great story, but there's just it's the same thing. We're getting such good content that's coming out, and you can find stuff so much easier. But it's a great story, especially that like the idea of what happens when you die, and like how they decide like are you going to go to hell or are you going to go to heaven.
We're
It's a
playing
very
darts.
it's a very interesting concept. And I remember, like, I still remember the first time I watched it, and you watch that first episode, spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't watched it. If you haven't, go watch it. It's amazing. But like they arrive in at the bar, and the couple is like, what's happening? And they start, and there's and Decium, I can't remember. I think something like that. Um Phlegm is saying, all right, we got to play this game of darts, and they're like, what is going on? They don't get it, but then eventually they're reeled into the game, and then as soon as that first dart hits the board and one of them feels pain, I was hooked into the show because I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And then
And then
surprise, they were having a couple spat that caused the accident that killed them.
well,
And
or
it's
just like as you slowly find, because when they first arrive, like you don't know that they're dead. Like there's nothing indicated that these two had died, but you're slowly seeing it get pieced together what happened, their relationship that led to these moments, and the final moment, like, oh, it's just, and it does it so well. And then after that, the story kicks in, and it just takes off from there. It's such, and to do so much in 12 episodes, I feel like is very hard, but it does such a great job, and I think everyone should watch it. It's a great show.
I like how the show has that vibe too of like, hello, darkness, my old friend. Like, this is really sad and dark. And then you get the freaking girl that died in the shower, and it's like, nope.
Yeah. But also just the fact that it's one of those shows that has an intro that it is
Yeah.
an amazing
Why?
intro, but why is it the intro for the show?
Why does it go so fucking hard for no reason? And then the outro
Why
is
is
like
it so
9 minutes
upbeat?
long and so depressing.
Yeah. It's a great show.
That
Definitely
song
go
is
watch it.
that song is so good, but why is it so long? Like it goes on
Don't
for
question
so long.
don't question it, Bill. Just accept it.
Oh man. All right, so my number 19 pick. This one has moved down the list quite a bit over the years. Like it started, I believe my first year list, it was in the top 10. Now it's down here. It's Full
Mhm.
Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood specifically. For some reason, on the program we use to make our lists, they got rid of Brotherhood and they just have the original now. So
Oh,
it uses the image from the original, but I'm talking about Brotherhood here.
yeah.
Um, Nothing against the original. I just it's not the manga accurate story.
Yep.
Um, yeah, Brotherhood's a fun story. Like it is. I get why people consider it the greatest anime of all time. I don't agree, but that's besides the point. Great, probably one of the greatest dubs of all time.
Mm.
Just a fun story that's very beginning to end. Like, buddy Matt, co-host of Geek Addicts, told us, you get to episode 4, and then it's like you have to keep watching. And then I got to episode 4, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Like, and it just you have to see where it goes. Insane story, great ending. Like it ends perfectly and like definitively, and the whole way through, great characters, great cast.
Which I feel like you can't say for a lot of shows.
No, because a lot of animes, especially recently, are infamous for having endings that ruin the entire experience. So
yeah, or just like the unfortunate thing of like with many shows or even mangas and stuff of like getting canceled and having to wrap up your story in just a couple of chapters, and it's just not fair. So it's great when you do see one that was given the full chance to like really be wrapped up and have a solid ending.
Such a satisfying ending that just completely finishes that story and definitively like there's nothing more we need to know. It ended perfectly. We don't need a sequel series. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think we'll get one.
No,
I don't.
I mean, we shouldn't. Period. So what is your number 19?
My number 19 is Jujutsu Kaisen. Love the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's kind of bounced all over the place on my list, but it's kind of funny. This row, the 16 to 20 is kind of my horror-esque, darker theme shows. And it just kind of fell that way, but it's a great story, great characters.
Don't get attached to them.
Yeah. And that's the thing though, too, is that like reflecting on it, I was looking back and I'm like, everyone was so angry when these character dies. But I think that just shows how kind of well written and well received some of these characters were. That the fact that like fan base was so angry when they were taken away from us. So, and to me, I'm like, that's a mangaka doing something right. Like it really is, or a storyteller doing something right to the fact that people are pissed that their favorite character is gone.
I was wrong about that one character.
Oh, okay. I was right.
When I looked, it wasn't confirmed. It was left ambiguous the last time, and I've since checked again. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. But
apparently the ending to Jujutsu though is not great from what I've heard, but we'll have to wait and see.
The thing is though too is I don't like to get stuck on what people say, because the truth is that in the end it's the story that the mangaka wanted to tell, and it's their story. So if that's how it's gonna end, that's how it's gonna end. If it's not gonna be the happiest ending ever or exactly what you thought, that it wasn't meant to be, and that's how the story is gonna be. So I'm going into it with an open mind, but I think we left off on a great point with season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and we also had a special, and which
I prefer more than words the ending to that season more personally, but I will say So, spoiler warning, it fell from my list this year. It's not on it this year.
No, it's not on your list this year.
Season 2 was good, but by the end of season 2, I was just like, I kind of reached that point of like too bleak, stopped caring. Like,
Well,
where
I don't know. It's hard though. Well, because think about it too in terms of like Kaiju number 8 with season 1 versus season 2. Season 2 is going to be a lot more bleak. It's not going to be as happy.
Yeah, the difference is though, I think it had a lot more to do with like. I'll save my thoughts on Kaiju because it's
Did your favorite character die? No, it didn't because it's useless Miwa.
Well, that kind of but that kind of shows how attached I got to some of these characters. Where the one that I like the most is the one that's kind of a joke character.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's fine, but I think I kind of just like I don't know. It fell from me a little bit. The problem is season 2 just took too long. Like, especially watching it week to week, I was like, can we just go somewhere? Oh, they killed someone else. Great.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I guess we had different experiences watching it because I didn't really feel that way.
I felt season 1 was much more. Season 1 had gut punches, but I felt like it was quick. Season 2 just took too long for me. And I think by the time we got to the end, I was like, well, everyone I liked is dead. So what do I care now?
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree because I don't really feel that way. But
that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not, especially because Mappa's taking fucking forever on season 3. Like, by the time season 3 comes out, we'll see how much I care by then.
Unfortunately, I feel like that's just kind of Mappa. At this point, it's just that like they're not the most organized studio, and they're taking on way too much work and they can't handle it. And that's unfortunate because they do excellent work, like when it does come out. But also just imagining how much better Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 could have been if they had given them more time. But I don't know. I really like season 2, especially for me. What I really liked about season 2 was the first half, which was
the first half is significantly better. The second half is where I think it drags.
Well, and I also feel like too that's kind of where it's almost hard because the first half had such a really great story of like Gojo's past and kind of leading us to where the conflict between Gojo and Geto, like how they started together, and just also the characters you met in that arc, and then like because that one, like I feel like everyone really liked the characters in the first half, and when one of them gets taken away, like, and it's just so quick.
Yeah, the moment where you're like, the tone for the rest of the season.
And it was a very shocking moment, but it was a very like holy shit, powerful moment as well.
Well, that's kind of partially where I got burned out on it. Was like that was such a moment that like stuck with you, and then they just kept doing it after that. I'm like, oh,
maybe it would have been better received if they had done that and then took like a break and then split it, like how Spy Family did like season 1 part 1 and part 2. Same with like Sakamoto. Maybe if they had given us a little time in between just to kind of refresh, maybe it would have been received better by others. But I also just think really it
was a weird point to put a flashback. I get why they did it there, but I don't know. It's kind of a weirdly structured story.
I don't know.
Not in a bad way.
I think it made sense for where it was. Because if it had been earlier, it wouldn't have really just made sense because you had no attachment to any of those characters. So I feel like it was, I don't know. I think we agree to disagree on that one. Let's move on.
That's fair. There's another Mappa show that also is no longer on my list because
Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, because they're taking fucking too long.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man didn't make my list either. I thought about it, but
I like the manga more, in all honesty. So, moving on now to number 18, it is Azumanga Daioh. This one has come down quite a bit on my list. This is like the quintessential slice of life, like anime about nothing, where it's just it's Seinfeld the anime in a lot of ways, where it is literally every episode revolves around 5 high school girls and the weird fucking shenanigans they get into on a daily basis.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Or get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Please, Mrs. Yukari, please slow down.
There's an American.
An American among us.
Terrible. Terrible.
Your love or hate isn't the issue. Eat your tomatoes. The
There's
show
so
is
many quotable lines.
the show is stupid, but
Yes.
in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Ghost Stories stupid, where that's just like
That should be number 1 on the
no,
list.
that is a show that was garbage to begin with, and they just made it entertaining by shitting all over it. Um, Azumanga is a show that was impossible.
for those watching.
That yes, Azumanga is more of a it was a show that was considered impossible to dub, and then ADV said challenge accepted and actually dubbed it and made it work by basically just keeping that nonsense energy through it the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
It is not high art, but it is a great if you need a quick 26er of just nonsense to watch.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Psyche K.
Yeah, where you can watch it just any
it's not
episode.
It's not the most sophisticated art, but it's good. It's pleasant to watch. It holds up to this day.
There's so many gifs from Azumanga that I love to this day. Like one of my favorite ones is the scene with Osaka and in a Chio, where Osaka kicks her shoe up into the air, and then the garbage truck comes by and takes it away. And then they just cut the like hard cut of them being like, and then just stuff like that, or like Mrs. Sakaki's like constant attempts to pet cats that never goes well.
Yeah,
the cats in that show are assholes.
Yeah,
except for the father cat, he's the best.
Hello, everyone.
But yeah. So what is your number 18, Alex?
My number 18 is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite. It's been ever since we watched it. It's been on my list. I really enjoyed it. Love the characters. I'm sad. I'm still sad about the ending to this day. Like I wish it was not as like rushed and like.
Well, the ending itself, I will defend. Like the actual ending, the final arc, though, yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying by ending. It's just I wish, because to me, like that all is kind of part of the ending.
Yeah.
But it's a great story with great characters. And you could tell there was a lot of heart in it for a bit, and then you could kind of see where the heart left. But it's a great story, great characters. I just really liked it.
Yeah, and I'll pivot on because my my number 17 is Yu Yu Hakusho as well.
Oh, so, that's funny.
Yeah, I love Yu Yu Hakusho is a very fun show. One of the first. So post Dragon Ball, this was like one of Funimation's first like major dubs that like really set them on the map. Like because like all the classic Funimation cast is here, like doing different roles. I love the main four. I love like Botan or Bobo as we called her throughout the thing.
Yeah, well, and that's one thing too I want to mention is that I don't know. I feel like I just have a fond memory of this one because it was one of the first ones we watched in this place when we first moved in, and it was with our Black Clover anime swap. And I just remember watching it together, just laughing and like having a lot of fun. And,
well,
also just the fact that I really thought his name was Urameshi the whole time. And it was.
Well, also too, you got to remember like that show has such a fucking strong start.
Yeah.
Like, that first arc, like the whole Spirit Detective arc, like the fact that he gets run over and dies, but he didn't actually have to do it. It just it was a whole thing. You meet all these awesome characters. Like I love the part where like he invades Kuwabara's mind to go talk to Keiko, and she's like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Oh, Kuwabara is my favorite character, even though I really did think his name was Urameshi.
Well, because I love that his voice is literally just Chris Sabat doing a more squeaky version of his Vegeta voice, where he's like Urameshi. And then I love the gifs too. There's so many fucking iconic gifs in this show. Like the one of fucking Yusuke just like fucking beating the shit out of Keiko. I'm like, what the fuck is this out of context?
Yeah.
Then the Dark Tournament arc that somehow made me love and hate so many characters because I'm like, fuck this arc. It's too long.
Yeah.
And then but by the end, you're like, it was great. I love it.
Yeah.
Great. It's such a great classic show. The ending is rushed, but I mean, I still liked it.
No, yeah. It's on my list, so clearly I liked it. And clearly you liked it because it's on yours too.
Yeah, it's been a survivor. It's a classic. all time.
Yes.
So what's your 17?
My number 17 is Parasite the Maximum.
Ah, this is a long runner on your list too.
Yes, this one is too. This one's just a really great show. It's a 24 episoder, and it's a very solid story. And it's also like, to me, this was one of my first introductions into the horror-esque drama. And especially, I mean, this one has a lot of body horror into it, just with the idea of these parasitics coming from, I think it was coming from nowhere, trying to take over the world and invading people's bodies and
It
basically
is
turning them into these very body horror, creepy, like abominations.
the I believe the iconic manga image of the hand with the parasite in it.
Yes,
Um
Migi.
Migi. That is, believe on TV tropes, that is still the page image for the body horror page. Like it is
Yeah.
such an iconic moment.
It is. And it's also just great story. Like the main character, like goes through a lot. And I think one of the I don't want have you watched it?
I've seen the start of it because you were watching it once.
Okay. I don't want to say it, but the character, there's a midway point. And the character goes through something and it kind of it ends up altering his path from there. And it just it's a show that takes you on a roller coaster. I just love it. I want to do a rewatch of it. I haven't watched it in a while, and making this list, it made me really want to watch it. So I might start watching that again. Or maybe I'll make you do an anime swap. So you can finally watch it. But it's a great story, and it's also just a great embodiment of body horror, but also done in a way that, like, for me, like, some of it can be a little too much, but I don't think this is too much to the point it would throw people off.
So
So it's great.
it's not Akira level where you're just like,
No, it's
"What the
not
fuck?"
I mean, there definitely is some creepy imagery. I mean, like,
Well,
there's one, like, person, like, who, when they're parasitic person, who, like, their whole and a lot of the time it actually is the face that, like, splits
well, yeah,
apart.
I saw the image with the mom. Like I know that
Oh,
part.
okay. Yeah. Oh, so okay.
I know about the mom. I've seen that part.
Yeah. But
Um,
it's a time. It's time, and
I use Akira always as the example because Akira has like one of the most just like gruesome body horrors in all of anime, and every time I see it, I'm always like, fuck. Like
Yeah.
it still hits you weird, even though you're so desensitized to it.
yeah. But it's a great watch. Hopefully we can play an anime swap so I can make you watch it.
I'll make you watch Mariko-chan.
Is it 24?
No, it's only like 12.
You need a
20.
24er. Pick a 24er. Anyway,
Oh,
still.
think or something.
Your number 16.
My number 16 is Oshinoko.
Oh, okay.
It made the
Interesting.
list this year.
It hadn't been on your list?
I don't think it was on last year's list. Nope, it wasn't. I think it's because it was so new when we did that list. So Oshinoko is very interesting. Like we've said in the past, like we did the initial anime swap. That first episode fucks you up.
Yes.
And then it becomes the show. That first episode fucks you up, and then the show becomes a revenge plot that goes all over the place. And the first season ended, and I remember kind of like I wasn't super behind it. Like I liked it, but I wasn't like it didn't stick with me in a way that I was expecting like it to. And then I watched season 2, and I immediately realized I understand why I like this because season two went hard. Like the first half was all the play, and I was like, oh, even if it was just the play, I'm like, this is good. And then those final few episodes,
oh yeah,
that give you the fucking wham after wham after wham episode.
I remember watching that and like texting you and being like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, because I remember because you would watch the play arc, and then you were like, "I'm gonna wait till it's over and then watch the rest of it." And I'm like, "Oh, are you now? Have fun with that." And then you're like, I remember I was recording Geek Addicts at the time you were doing it. And you popped. I saw your text, and I'm just like, "Oh, Alex is having a fun time right now."
I picked a very good spot to stop though and take a break and watch it because
Because
it's
it
just
gets
like
so fucking dark after that for no reason.
no, 4 reasons.
Well, yeah.
Get the story going.
Well, yeah, because like you have to like it's like, oh yeah, Ruby, she hasn't been in this like season at
Mm,
all for like most of
let's
it.
fuck her up.
Yeah, let's have her get trauma dumped. But
Yep.
yeah, I am looking very forward to the next season. Um, which they're fast tracking that because of course they are. It's fucking this blew up like a lot.
Yeah.
That in best outro last year by far. Still
Mm.
arguably one of my favorite outros of all time.
Nobody, nobody, nobody.
That's good too. But
Nobody, guy.
the thing about that is like sometimes like an episode of Kaiju would end in a very dark like spot and you'd be like, what the fuck? And then you'd just be like,
Nobody,
nobody.
no.
And it'd be like, yeah. It'd be like, okay. Burning.
That is one thing I will say. The season, but it fit the tone of the show so well
It
at the
did.
time.
It did. But I'm just saying, like, the reason why I think Burning is like the best outro we've had in a long time is because of just how it would seamlessly transition. Like,
No, well, you know what I was thinking about? It reminded me so much of when Roundabout was the outro for
for
JoJo's,
JoJo's,
and
yeah.
how it just like you would heard the like the guitar strums.
Yeah, you'd hear the Steve Howe guitar chord, yeah.
Yep, and it's very much like
Well,
this
because that's what I'm
gen's
saying. Like,
Roundabout outro of just like, yeah, you know the ending's coming.
but like, it's just because like the way it is, like the dialogue would still be going on. You'd hear the drum beat, like the
Just like Roundabout
in the back. The difference is the Roundabout's an actual like song that's been around for a long time. Like Burning was made for the show.
Yeah, but it became a meme, Bill.
I know it did, but I have different vibes with that song because I've been a fan of that song longer than I've been a fan of anime.
No, but I
so.
feel like adjacently though, that would be like
No, I get what
like,
you're saying.
This is the spiritual successor of the Roundabout outro. And how it just made you go because as soon as you heard that, the outro started playing, like the outro credits started after the once it get fully in. So,
but yeah, I love Oshinoko. I'm very much looking forward to it. I still can't believe it's in the same universe as Kaguya-sama. Like that still blows my mind a little bit. But yeah, what's your number 16, Alex?
My number 16 is Hunter x Hunter.
The other show by the Yu Yu Hakusho guy.
Which Hunter x Hunter is an excellent story. I'm so happy they're doing the 3-in-1 so that I can own it now. But you just like that is the same thing as Yu Yu Hakusho where you just love the main cast. You love the main cast of Hunter x Hunter. And it takes you through ups and downs. The characters split off, they do their own adventures, but you're equally invested in every single one of them, which I feel like is hard for some. But it's a really great story. I mean, I love Gon. I think he's just such a very like fun main character, and you're rooting for him the whole time.
You can tell a lot watching, like, because I watched those first 5 episodes back when we were doing arcs for Anime Swap. Good times. I remember vividly, like, you could tell by watching that this was clearly what he wanted to do as opposed to the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho. Like,
no, you could tell his full heart was in Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, because you get the vibe right away that they're definitely the same
still
creator.
There. And it's still there. I mean, he can't as frequently as he has before just because of his health reasons, but you can tell it's his full heart is in it. It's such a good story, such good character development, and I have to say, like the Chimera Ant arc is probably one of the greatest anime arcs in history. I'm just gonna say it.
It was like, so great. Really... Solo Leveling ripped it off.
No, I mean a little bit, but like that one just took you through so many. Like I feel like up until that point, you almost had like the safety net of like, for the most part, characters like weren't gonna go away. Like no one you were attached to was gonna die. And at that point, the show said, just kidding. He's gonna die. And it really left you like, I remember when my first watch of it, I was on the edge of my seat of like, I don't really know what's gonna happen at this point. And it introduced you to some amazing characters in that last arc, and then for some of them to just be taken away from you. But even the main villain of the arc, the connection between him and, I don't want to completely spoil it because I think you should watch it, and another character and their bond, and then how their bond ends up ending is just wonderful. Like Hunter x Hunter is just amazing. So you should finish watching it. And
it's my next year project because I have
yeah.
two other long ones
Yes,
in queue right now.
JoJo's. But yes, it is an excellent story, and I would recommend it to anyone. Yay! Thank you. That was my TED Talk. Can I leave now? Bye.
Well, no, you don't want to leave because my number 15 pick is Kaiju number 8.
Ah! How dare
Um,
you not put it higher?
Yeah, there's actually something
I'm
here I'm
kidding.
kind of regretting I put kind of high, but we'll get to it when we get there.
Oh, would you be willing? You can switch at the end. Tell us if you want to switch at the end.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
But yeah, Kaiju number 8. Very, very. The one thing about Kaiju number 8 that I think makes it work, it is a very tightly packed, condensed story where everything there's really no filler. Everything kind of goes plot
Except
beats
for
literally
a certain day off.
Yeah, but that's like not part of the official story. That's an added thing that was fun.
I'm kidding.
That didn't affect the watching at all. Watching the show, it's like plot event after plot event after plot event, but it also manages to have humor. And there is Attack on Titan comparisons. I see them, but it's so
but they go away so
level.
Quickly.
It is surface level. Because Kaiju number 8, I'm pretty sure, well, from reading the manga, you can tell where it's going from the start. Like, it's pretty clear. Attack on Titan, not so much. That's spoiler warning. Attack on Titan isn't on my list because that show still fucked. Fucked with me. I liked it, but it fucked with me a lot.
Guess what? It's not on my list either.
Yeah, you did that out of spite, though.
Yeah, I do. Until Slade watches One Piece, it ain't making my list. So it'll never make my list.
Attack on Titan might make my list in the future once I've processed it more, because I am going to be doing a not a full rewatch, but a semi rewatch on Geek Addicts, because we're going to be breaking it down season by season.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaiju number 8, the thing I liked about it was it's very tightly packed. All the characters are very, very interesting. Like, even for like the background, like clearly not the main focus characters, but like they're still kind of important. They all get their moments in the sunshine for you to get like connected to them. The main 4 cast members are all super interesting. Actually, more like main 5. Let's be real here, because Hoshida is basically a main character too. Honestly, Hoshina's got more main character status than one of the official main characters. But yeah, it's a fun story all around. I really like where it's going. The manga, where it's left off, because I'm only reading if official releases. Oh boy, what a cliffhanger that was!
I still need to do that.
And
I'm holding my thoughts also, because mine's gonna show up a little later.
Yeah, and I also will say too, like the new idea of bringing in non-Japanese artists for the intros and outros has gotten me very interested in this show, because it got a different vibe. Like season 1, iconic Youngblood, and One Republic intro outro, and then One Republic has just kind of become like the outro band for this show going on now. But like the Aurora song, didn't like it as an outro, but as an intro, it is fucking amazing for this show,
especially with the visuals.
Oh yeah,
the 3D visuals, which I'm so happy they kept. I hope they keep it forever. It hits so hard.
Yeah, because like I said when we watched the first episode of season 2, I didn't like that they used the Aurora song as the outro, because it didn't.
But they did the same thing with the Youngblood one as well.
True. It didn't hit right for whatever reason. But then you watch it in the first episode, the second episode, and they actually play the proper intro, and you're like, okay, this works, because this is this was composed as an intro. And then the new One Republic song is also fun, because it's like different.
It's a nice twist from the upbeat to a more somber, but it fits the show.
Yeah, no, it's a fun watch, and I love that production IG is still killing it. It's like they're like one of the old guard that's still sticking around to this day. So what's your number 15, Alex?
I was holding back my thoughts. Kaiju number 8 is not my number 15. It's higher and it deserved to be higher, Bill. I'm sorry. I'm mad at your decision. You put it higher. It's okay. My decision is it's kind of 2. But like, because I really like the newest season that came out, but this one also just will always hold a special place in my heart because it made me interested in the series. But it's Dragon Ball Super / Daima. Because I thought Daima was great. I loved it. It was so fun. It was so enjoyable. But Super is also kind of like the one that got me into Dragon Ball, and I probably would not have watched Daima if I didn't.
You're stretching the rules quite a bit with this one.
I am. Well, it's like I'm putting them both together, not Z, because I could have not watched it and still enjoyed Daima. Sorry. It was just too long, and like there was so much. I fell asleep through a bunch of it, so it's. But I loved the newest season. Daima was such a fun story, especially making them like kids and having them kind of go through all these stuff, but they're like adults in their head and they're strong. Oh, it was so fun, and it just.
I don't know about Goku. I don't know about Goku. But the rest of the cast, yes.
Well, yeah, Goku's his own special case. But it's also like, I don't know. I feel like I couldn't mention Daima. I couldn't not mention Daima because it was Toriyama's last, it's his last work. And I feel like it's going to hold a special place in a lot of Dragon Ball fans' hearts. And I'm glad that that's where he kind of flew out on.
Hibis.
Hitting on Bulma was some of the greatest.
I love Glorio too. My name's Glorio. This Goku could never remember it.
Yep. Such good. Very, very good. I want to rewatch that again because it was fun.
I mean, that's a quick watch.
Intro and outros were also very fun.
They were. Daima was fun. I enjoyed my time. I watched Daima as content. It was like one of the first animes I've watched exclusively as content, and it was a very enjoyable time.
Yep.
Go watch our Dragon Ball Daima retrospective on Geek Addicts. Anyways.
Don't be plugging other podcasts on here. Get the fuck out of here.
My own podcast. I can plug what I want.
This is gaming and collecting, not Geeky Boy. You can only plug the 3 Bean Dio. You can only plug...
What's that over in the corner over there, huh?
A hot piece of garbage.
You're over there too, Missy.
Exactly. Gross.
Either way. So moving on now, my number 14. This one has come down quite a bit because there's just been so many other romance shows recently. It's Golden Time. I love Golden Time. It's one of the first romance animes that it kind of made me realize maybe I'm just like I've reached that point in life where I just like romance. Golden Time's fun. Golden Time's biggest thing that turns people off is there is a weird supernatural element in the middle of it that I won't spoil because it does kind of come out of nowhere, but it is a little off-putting to some people. I personally didn't hate it, but the appeal of Golden Time is the fact that they're adults. It's not high school. It is college. And you don't have to deal with stupid high school bullshit like that is in every high school romance slice of life. Now you have college problems, like they're adults. They can go drinking at the bar. They have actual, they drive, they do things that kids don't. It leads to so many other potential things. It's
shenanigans.
It's a fun show. The characters are really sweet and fun. There's a bit of a twist at the end.
Does someone die? A gruesome death?
No.
Damn it! I'm not in. No, just kidding.
No, it's an interesting watch though. It's on High Dive, still there, I believe.
I yawned.
But yeah, fun show. A classic romance from the 2010s.
Yes.
So what's your number 14, Alex?
My number 14 is Magi, the show that deserves a proper ending. And to finish animating the whole series, we're being robbed of great content. I'm trying to collect the manga and I can't collect it all because it's out of print. But yes, Magi is such a great and fun story, and I think the thing that I really like about it too is that it's just so different from everything else out there. Like especially because it really is taking that Arabian Nights theme, um, and just going with it and like embracing it, and it's you like there's not another show out there that really looks like it.
Arabian Nights have been ruined for me forever because of that goddamn Bratz movie.
Still bring into this film. God
with
damn
that
it.
goddamn off-model character that didn't match anything else in the movie.
We're not discussing Bratz. We still need to finish that, but we're not discussing Bratz today. But yeah, it's such a great story. I love all the characters. Like the main three are so endearing, and you're rooting for them the whole time. They may split apart, kind of similar to almost like Hunter x Hunter. Now that I'm thinking about, they may split apart and go on their own journeys, but each of them you're equally invested to. And when they come back together, they're such a unit again. And it's just I've read a little bit like online, just reading like of additional chapters after of where it wasn't animated, and it really deserves it. Like there's so many fans of it out there that are begging for it and we're not getting it, and like they animated Orient, like which was the follow-up. Why can't they finish Magi? And at this point I'm like there's no excuse cuz Kimi ni Todoke got animated after like 13 after 50 years or something. So we need a Magi resurgence. We need a season 3 of Magi, and I want it right now.
Yep.
Yep. That is all.
So for my number 13, it's another romance. It is My Happy Marriage.
Nice. I will say that didn't make my list this year.
That's fine. My Happy Marriage. Oh boy, I never thought I'd get mad at Netflix over an anime, but my god, I did. Because,
oh yeah, you were mad.
Well, because it was stupid.
You were big mad.
when the dub is available on illegal streaming sites before it releases on your own fucking platform, you know you fucked up. Yeah. But My Happy Marriage, season 1 and 2, it is a surprisingly deep story. I'm still not sure how I feel about the supernatural magic aspect to it. That did come out of a little bit out of nowhere. But season 2 really kind of flipped the script on this show because we got a lot more depth and detail into the characters. Like we finally got to see Mio have her journey and finally grow as a character, because there was points where I was like, the poor thing is so fragile. Like she's gonna break if you stare at her too long. I like the ending. I like where it's going. There is I don't think it's a third season. I think it's more of like an OVA from what it sounds like, but there is some more content coming soon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a fun watch. It's sweet. It's harmless, I guess you could say. Covers some pretty dark like subject matter overall, but I really enjoyed it.
Nice. No, it's a great watch, and it was very close to making my list, but there's just some that were just.
Alex hates romance. Alex likes murder and horror.
It's not my affinity, okay? Like I lean more towards the horror and like shonen vibes. And you know what? My next entry has some horror to it.
Okay.
Which is it's actually one that I watched just this year. But I have to say I feel like there's a rare few shows that when you watch it you like have like such a reaction to the content in the story, and this was one of those shows, and it's Made in Abyss.
For a second I thought you were gonna say Japan Sings. I'm like, Alex, that show.
No, that one. No. That's not anywhere near the list.
Okay. For a second, I was gonna be like, damn, it left that much of an impression.
No. Made in Abyss. Which I have to say, to me, one of the things that really can get me to like a show is the soundtrack, and Made in Abyss has what I can say the greatest anime soundtrack of all time. And I think a lot of people would agree. The music in it is incredible. But not only that, the story is as well. The art style is very unique. It does have its controversies. Some people are kind of worried because the main characters are children and they do go through some very gruesome experiences at times. But to me, I'm like, it's also the world that they're in. So just imagine like there's this world and suddenly there's this giant abyss that's in the world, and so much of it is unknown and uncovered. And there's different levels to it. So there's the intermediate level, which is kind of like the safest area as well. But as you go down, it gets more dangerous, but more like treasures are there, more magical items are there, and there's more like to see and to do. But as you go into the abyss can change you and it can turn you into like basically a monster if you're not prepared enough. So it's a very great story of a
It's
girl trying to find her mom.
one of my favorite texts from you, because whenever you're like, I'm gonna watch Made in Abyss, I'm like, I've heard that gets dark, and you're like, we'll see. And then like an hour later, you're like, it got dark.
It did. Like it happens quickly because at first it's kind of like, just to kind of do an intro, is the main reason the main character is going into the abyss is that basically her mom was a famous adventurer, and at one point, and each of the characters who goes into the abyss is given a whistle, and there's different levels of whistles. So the lowest rank is the red whistles, and then I believe it's the blue, the black, and then, or it's black or blue. They might be switched, and then the white whistles. And the white whistles are they can basically venture to the bottom. They're the people that they're trying to get to the bottom of the abyss. And her mom was a white whistle. And one point, they're going into the town. A squad is coming back from an adventure, and they're holding the whistle. Her mom's not there, basically to imply that her mom is gone. Which, and in her mind, she's like, no way, my mom is not gone. We need to go. I need to find her. She's there in the abyss, and I have to go find her. So the adventure is her basically finding her mom. And it gets dark because the abyss is not a safe place, especially for a child. She ends up meeting a character named Reg, who is this robot child, who ends up helping her on the journey. And you're kind of finding out more about him as well. I don't want to spoil, but it's a great adventure story, and it does get dark.
Well,
don't let the cutesy characters fool you. It gets dark.
I've known that for years because the manga is very notably wrapped, and it's not for the porny reason.
As it should. No, it's definitely for the graphic violence reason. Yes, it is. But great story, great characters, and an incredible soundtrack.
I've heard it has a lot of vibes similar to Etrian Odyssey. A lot of people compare them. I'm not sure how deep that goes, but I like Etrian Odyssey, so I will get to it at some point.
I think, yeah, it's definitely going to throw you for a loop. And they actually just announced some new movies are coming out. And the movies are continuation of the story.
More bleak.
Yay! I can't wait.
So moving on now to my number 12. Yeah, my number 12 pick.
Yes.
I'm great with numbers. It is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Oh, yeah. It did make my list this year.
It's gone down a bit, mostly just because we're in the middle of seasons right now, so it's kind of, the hype is over. It's a show I love. It's probably my favorite isekai, just because it does the isekai thing the best, in my opinion, where it's not stupid, but it also plays with the whole fact that isekais are stupid.
Well, it's like, I feel like it's that nice in between of like, it's slightly a joke, but it's also a serious story at times.
It's not like Konosuba, where the whole joke is that it's making fun of isekais. Like the joke is that isekais are stupid, the anime, basically. It does actually have a somewhat serious plot, but it's also a very developed world with very interesting characters, and like, it goes places. Like, one of my biggest problems with the vending machine show is that they're trying to get into like season 3 slime stuff without any of that like build up that slime took years of building up to get to.
And it's also a fucking vending machine.
Yes, like Reamer is a slime, to be fair, but
yeah.
But like, I love the world it's created. Like, it's gotten 3 seasons now, a a spin-off season, multiple OVAs, and a full-on film, and a second film on the way.
Woo!
And it is, each one of them has been delightful to watch. Like, it is a fun show, fun characters. Like, I have an entire shelf back there of characters from this show because I love them. Fun time. I highly recommend it. Can't wait for the new movie and season 4 when it eventually comes out. Butt wrestling.
No.
Butt wrestling.
No. We don't talk about that.
Why was
We
that
don't
an
talk
OVA?
about. We don't talk about it, Bill. We don't talk about it, Bill. Me.
You were the one that was so excited to show me butt wrestling the first time.
I forgot that we're recording this episode. I've just made some fucking weird ass faces.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can you not upload the video? Can
Nope,
you
it's
censor
going
my
up.
face out for that section, please?
This is what you get for ruining the pause earlier. This is like when you were making those noises outside your house and you forgot you were outside. So what's your number 12, Alex?
Look at the chat.
Oh.
Which one?
Alex took a tinkle. Alex took a tinkle. Uh-huh.
I deserve it.
Yeah. So what is your number 12?
Anyway, so, you know what's the funniest part? I was like, look at the chat. Like the whole time in my brain, I was like, read it, and you're not reading. And that's why I was like, why is he not pausing? So, anyways, my number 12 is Blue Lock.
Oh, the soccer anime that had horrible animation at one point.
Well, okay, so the first part of season 2 was bad. It looked really bad. But the second part, but I knew what they were doing. They were saving the budget for the U20 match, which understood, and that was great. But I don't know, Blue Lock was one that I still remember the first time I watched it. I was not into it because I thought it was going to be like Haikyuu, and it wasn't. But that's okay, because you know what? Like, that's why I think I ended up really liking it, because you can't repeat Haikyuu. Haikyuu is its own thing, and this is its own thing, and that's why I didn't like Free, because I feel like Free was kind of similar vibes to Haikyuu, but it was just boring as hell.
I mean, it's swimming. Like, how interesting is swimming gonna be?
But this one was really fun just because of the whole, like, it's not just them on a team. They're all like basically competitors. They're stuck in this like Blue Lock facility, and they're competing to become the world's best striker,
What?
Japan's best striker, and the world's best striker. And it's just so fun. And one thing I have to say is I love the character designs. Like, well, I love the art style of the manga. It's very unique, and I love how all of them look. But like, the artist is not afraid to just make these out there designs and hairstyles, and it's very fun.
So when you say out there hairstyles, like on a scale of like 1 to Yu-Gi-Oh, like how insane?
We're not fully Yu-Gi-Oh, but there is one character whose hair is blonde, it sticks up straight, and it's pink at the tip. So
Okay, so it's somewhat Yu-Gi-Oh, but not
it's
quite.
somewhat. He's like a very like what's the term? It's like Gyaru, I think is what it's called. Which I think it's more of like a more applied with like females in Japanese art, where they're tan and they're blonde.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
he's like the male Gyaru, which is really fun, and he's one of my favorite characters because he's also just fucking insane. But they're all insane about soccer, which is football, which is the funniest part.
You can call it soccer. It doesn't.
Well, yeah. Either way,
I know what you're talking about.
But it's just a fun watch, and you really love the main character because he doesn't have it easy. He has to grow. He has to struggle. But he's gonna be the world's best striker. You know it's gonna happen. So you're just like, yeah, I'm waiting for it. And I mean,
I kind of love the fact that like sports anime is its own genre now at this point. But at the same time, some of them I'm just like, I just don't care.
yeah, there's some really good ones. There's some like Kuroko no Basket is a really great basketball one. I mean, Slam Dunk is famous. I haven't fully watched that one yet. I need to finish it at some point. Slam Dunk is a great one. There's a lot of good ones out there. There's a couple cycling shows too I've been interested in, but
I'm actually planning after I finish My Hero, or maybe I'll take a break from My Hero and I'll watch it. But I want to watch Speed Racer just because it's like the racing anime. Then I have to watch Initial D too at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot of great sports animes out there.
Just for that intro alone.
But it is definitely fun, like the concept of Blue Lock, where they're all competing. They're in this facility. They're all having to, like it's just fun, because I love my teamwork, but this is also kind of fun.
All I can think whenever I think Haikyuu is I just think of that stupid gif of him going like this in front of the door. like what is either way. I know it's on your list later, so we'll save it for there.
Do you want to know what my number 11 is?
No, let me do mine first.
No!
So you can shame me because this is probably too high. My number 11 is Solo Leveling, which I'm kind of like, this is purely
I'm not shaming you. I wouldn't put it there, but I'm not shaming you. I get it. Your taste is trash.
You're the one that made me watch this show, by the way.
I'm kidding. No, I was tempted to put it up higher, but I held back.
It's purely recency bias, just for the fact that I watched season 2. I don't do this with animes usually. Like I don't watch them multiple times a year. Mm-hmm. I'm not like you who watches your shows multiple times because you just have time that I don't have. But
shut up.
You're just able to do it.
I'm not Mr. Podcast who does 6 podcasts a week, sir.
You would also have other.
I need my me time.
Anyways, yeah, Solo Leveling season 2. I watched like 6 times this year though, because it just.
Oh my god!
I watched that week to week, and my god, like there'd be points where halfway through, like I'm gonna start from the beginning again, just because.
You can only count it twice though on your list.
No, I don't.
You watch and a rewatch.
I don't count rewatches for my list. So.
Wait, why not?
Because we are allowed to do our list the way we want to. That's the fun of our list.
But you're not even giving yourself a chance to have a high number.
I want it to be purely new watches.
Purely new watches. Me.
I'm never going to beat either you or Matt, so I'm just like doing it my way. That being said, though, Soul Leveling, great experience is the way.
Yes, it is a great experience.
The story is interesting.
No, it is a good. I do like the story.
It's because it's an interesting idea where like the world is isekai.
Yeah,
everyone's like living in a world that's just become an isekai, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting concept where it's like the whole world now has to adapt to this new way of living.
It's essentially you take the isekai concept and you flip it. So it's the other way around.
I would be interested to see like a prequel side story, even if it's not super long, of like when the world first shifted and how the world had to respond, because especially with like some of the S gates, like I wonder how many other dungeon breaks are out there that are still struggles that they haven't been able to resolve.
There's also like stuff like Jinwoo's dad and like the fact that like when he was a hunter, they really didn't have a good way of measuring hunter capabilities, so it's very implied heavily that he probably was an S rank as well.
Yeah.
But
what was that? Oh, I heard like a boop. Oh, yeah, that was it. Sorry, I was like, what was that?
Either way, it's a fun story. The characters are fun, even though like I can only remember like 2 names because it's a Korean show, so it's they're Korean names, and I have a harder time remembering them because they have a different naming structure than Japan, and I already struggle with Japanese names as it is. I will joke though, it's another case where like the character that I find the most interesting is Jinwoo's sister, who is completely a background character, by the way.
She is very fun.
Because she lightens the mood whenever she shows up, because she's she's the real person living in this fucked up world.
Until later on.
She's still a real person then. She just experiences.
No, I meant like I meant she lights up the world. She's gonna have a tough time later on. Okay, I'm spoiling. Close your ear holes. It's ASMR time.
It's okay, Alex. We ain't getting to season 3 anytime soon, so people aren't going to experience that.
Because it wasn't their plan to do that.
No, they didn't expect it to be this fucking big.
But it's so good. It's so good.
It is. But anyways, what is your number 11, Alex? Because you seem so excited to talk about it.
Number 11 is Haikyuu.
Oh, funny timing
Yeah,
there.
that's why I was like, "Oh, I could talk about." Yes, I love Haikyuu. It's such a fun sports
Remember
anime,
when this was
and
like your number 3 years ago?
it's Bill. There's a lot of good shit,
I
okay,
know.
and Haikyuu
I
is
know.
still really good shit. But I think a big struggle for me too is the fact you can't watch the dub anywhere, which really sucks because
Legally.
it had a really great dub, and it's really sad that you can't watch it because the dub was so fun. Um, like if you watch clips of it, like the it's one of those cases where the voice actors just had a lot of fun. They didn't do a ghost stories, but they had a lot of fun with it.
Well, no, Ghost Stories was strictly like this was garbage, so we're just gonna do our own thing because there was nothing valuable in the original. This is they
Yes.
just adapted something and made it work in a dub.
Yeah. Not that the sub is bad either. The sub is still good, but it's
Well, yeah,
just
that's the difference. Ghost Stories sub is garbage because the fucking source material isn't good.
Yeah. Well, and Haikyuu, I feel like too, it's one of those shows where again, it's an underdog story where the main character like kind of wasn't really able to have any good experience, but he loves volleyball. He wants to do, and he's passionate. And you see them grow into becoming like this great player. Um, it's such a good story. I can't wait for them to animate like the final arc. Um I think Puerto Rico. I know he goes somewhere overseas, and watching him kind of grow. I can't wait for that arc. I'm so excited
It's just
for
so
it to
funny
be
that
animated.
anime can make something as mundane as volleyball hype.
Yeah, it's really sorry, I was yawning. It's I don't know what's gone into me. I think it's just the week. Like it's
Yeah.
been stressful. But yeah, Haikyuu, wonderful. I feel like it's a really great intro to the sports genre as well. Because also, like, I mean, I never thought volleyball was interesting, but like the matches are intense. Like you're watching, and you're like getting so into it. Like I was like, oh my god! Like it was like following like a regular sports. Like I don't know. I loved it. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Um, so moving on now, we get so speaking of things that used to be number 3s, this is the first time this has dropped on my list in a very long time. Uh,
Oh.
My teen romantic comedy Snafu.
Ah, that's the one I was
Yep,
thinking.
that's Yukino back there.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, she's dumb bitch energy, so she should be lower.
You know nothing about this
I
show,
know.
man.
I'm just fucking with you.
This show is like the anti rom com in a lot of ways. Like it kind of takes the whole idea of a high school rom com slice of life and just kind of flips it on its head. Where the whole the gimmick is that the main couple they're both like miserable people, kind of, and like the main character, like his entire thing is like that his life just kind of sucked, and he's very much like fuck everything. Everyone hates me. I hate the world.
Mm.
And he ends up getting like brought into this the service club as they call it. And the whole thing is he meets Yukino back there, and then they basically they mix together like water and oil, basically, where they're not compatible, but they are, but they're
Mm.
not. And there's a whole backstory where a third member of the club joins, and she is a character that actually accidentally ran him over with a car earlier in the series. And
Whoops.
there is like this pseudo love triangle, but what makes this love triangle deep is the fact that Yukino has genuine feelings, and meanwhile the other character is just into it because it's fun, and she doesn't actually have genuine feelings, and she actually actively tries to fuck over Yukino just because she feels like it. Because
Mm.
she tries to be her friend, but she's not really her friend,
She's a bitch.
but she's not. It's written in a way that you have to really look closely because a lot of people miss it, and they just see the love triangle.
Hmm.
But it's like there's like a deep aspect of like philosophy and critical thinking throughout the show, which is like why I find it really fascinating. The way the author wrote it, like the light novel is apparently a lot deeper in the writing. Like it's a very dense light novel,
Hmm.
apparently. The anime is a bit more cut down to make it more digestible, but
Yep.
it's got a very distinct writing to it, and it's It's kind of fun. They did a somewhat follow-up season that kind of ruins the experience. I don't like to include just because it's not as good, but
Hmm.
the main light novel is very fun, very interesting. Good dub, good Sentai work. Unfortunately, I've just seen better stuff since then, so that's why it's fallen down. But I still like
No,
it for being it's unique. That is the
yeah.
reason why it sticks out to me so much. And all 3 seasons are currently on High Dive. For a
Huh.
long time, season 2 was
Oh
not.
yeah, I remember that. You telling me that it was like only that for a while, and it was just like, what the heck?
I mean, I have the Blu-rays, so it's not a huge deal. But for other people who would want to watch it, like it was really annoying that season 2 was just missing.
Yes.
But yeah, that one's moved down here. Um, yeah, my teen romantic comedy snafu.
Nice. My number 10 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a bizarre adventure. It's a great time. It's a really fun.
Do you remember the mundane name I came up for the show?
It was like, no, what was it?
It was Joe's mundane excursion.
Joe's average day.
Joe's average excursion. That's what it was.
Yeah. No, it's a really great show. I loved the last season and where it kind of, because at one point like and he already kind of did it because the power system kind of changes from parts 1 and 2 to 3, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then part 7. I think it's 7 is gonna. I lose track. Is gonna have the world shifted because the last part with Jolene, it basically left it off with like the universe was now a different universe or it reset, something like that. Which I know not everyone loves that, but I enjoyed what they did because I think it needed to do a change, something, especially after what happened to some of the characters. I'm not going to say, but JoJo's, it's really fun, such a unique art style and such a unique experience. And there's really nothing out there that you could compare to JoJo's. I don't think there's anything that
It
you could
has a
compare to
Gucci
JoJo's.
line because
It does.
the creator is so extra about everything
Well,
in
the
like the
art
best
in
way.
that is one thing, is like JoJo's has some of the coolest character designs out of any show out there. Like I don't think it's I think even people like, I think you yourself could easily identify that's a JoJo's character
Yeah,
from
I
just
mean,
one look.
I plan on watching it once. It's my next big project after My Hero. So
Mm. It's a great time. And it's just really fun and like emotional at times too. You get really invested in some characters. And my favorite arc personally is part 4. Which is
Persona,
the arc
the
where
Persona arc.
kind of like the town of stand users, which is just really fun. And I think it has some of the best characters in it as well. So that's always my recommendation. I'm like, get to part 4, and like that's like where I think it really hits. That's my favorite. But it's a great JoJo's greatness, amazing designs. It deserves more Gucci collabs.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yes, or roundabout, or many of the other ones.
Yes.
One of my favorite outros was Distant Dreamer, which was the outro for Jolene's arc, which was by Buffy. And she like disappeared off the face of the earth, and I'm really sad. She should have a comeback.
It happens. Moving on though now to my number 9 pick.
Oh, Duffy. It's not Buffy. I was thinking of Buffy the Vampire. It's Duffy.
Very well. Moving on now, we have my number 9 pick. It is original Dragon Ball, the only Dragon Ball that survived my list. Oh, you haven't watched it. Shut your face.
I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you.
OG Dragon Ball to me is the most pure Dragon Ball. Like, it is obviously the original, but I think it had the best story for the longest time. Because it actually told a story. Like, there wasn't flashy attacks every 5 minutes. It was very down to earth. And it was a coming of age story. Like, it was just a fun time. You got to actually see Goku. It was Goku at a point where you actually could understand his naivety and stupidity without being annoyed by it, because he's fucking like 40 now.
Yeah, and he's a father of 2, and he's a deadbeat.
father of two and a husband who's yeah. Anyways, getting past the annoyance of
He
Goku at
should really
times.
be at the top deadbeat dads list of anime.
Well, no,
Top 10
according
deadbeat
to
dads.
Alex, according to Crunchyroll, Dragon Ball Z is friends to lovers anime. So,
Hell yeah! I feel like
anyways,
there's probably people who ship.
Alex, this is anime. Of course, there is. Moving on from that, though, I just love OG Dragon Ball. Like, it is. You see a lot in OG Dragon Ball that later gets developed. Like, it also has some of the best fights in the series because they're very. The fights I like because they are very simplified. They aren't like lasers everywhere. Like they actually had to like do choreographed fights and like there was a lot more skill involved, not so much just like Goku pulls yeah, 5 episodes of that. They didn't do Kamehamehas as much because they were much a slower attack that wasn't as useful as they were.
Yeah.
Just a fun
And
time.
he wasn't blue or yellow or pink or
It was also
silver. I'm silver. Sonic? There's even more Sonic ties now.
there's a lot of Sonic ties in
I
Dragon
know,
Ball.
but like blue like Sonic, pink like
Anyways.
it's silver. The hedgehog.
Oh yeah, Super Saiyan wasn't even a thing. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Still one of the best fights though ever is the final fight, Goku Piccolo. But anyways, moving on. I love OG Dragon Ball. Definitely worth a watch.
Good for you.
What's your
You
9,
want a
Alex?
sticker? My number 9 is Frieren Beyond Journey's End.
Oh, fun.
Is that on your list?
Give your thoughts first.
Is it your next one?
Give your thoughts.
Well, I love the story of Frieren. I was really hooked from the beginning of just her, like, of Frieren's watching Himmel, basically realizing that she was losing Himmel, and just that change in her life where she went from, oh, like I need to connect with people before they're gone because I'm this elf and elves live forever and I want to embrace all these connections. And I don't know. I love the characters. I love the story. Freeren's such a fun, lovable character, but she's also a very emotionally deep character. She has a lot of like
she's emotionally deep despite not showing emotion, which is that's kind of the thing about it that makes
but when she has those brief moments where she does show her emotion, it's so powerful. I think one of the scenes that really hooked me was the scene when she started crying over Himmel. And just how profoundly upset she was and how much like she realized that she needed to connect like that scene really
like
got me.
I'll just say it now, it's in my number 8 pick, so we'll go right there.
Yeah.
But like the one of the most the heartbreaking scene is like the scene where she goes away on her journey and comes back to the village and sees Himmel as an old man, and that hits her because she's like, right. She just realizes like she's like, oh yeah, time.
For me, like everything like that many years is nothing to me, and then but for everyone else it's different. And like it's gonna break my heart when eventually the series is going to lead to like, why am I brain farting on her name?
Well, so you're talking about Fern because
yes, Fern.
One of the big
I don't know why Fern was. I wanted to call her Mimosa for some reason. I'm like, her name's not Mimosa. There's black clovers on the brain.
They have similar builds. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. But like at one point, there's going to be a moment where that is going to be a conflict, and I wonder how she's like. I don't know if she's going to be able to handle it.
Well, because the big thing is she's known Fern since Fern was a child, and now Fern's almost an adult, and Frieren still has not aged, but you know for a fact down the line, eventually Fern, Stark, they're all gonna die, and Frieren will still be around.
And I think too the whole premise of the story is that they're going to beyond Journey's End, because she wants to talk to Himmel. She wants to like say everything she didn't say, and a part of me feels like this. I mean, I think there's a part of probably you as well that's questioning is Journey's End even going to be a thing? Because I feel like at some point, like, she's not going to. I don't know if she's going to talk to Himmel. I don't know if she's going to.
It's one of those things where we don't know because of the way it's being written. It's there's
Because you
a
don't
lot
know
of
because
Journey.
the story is very fantasy and they could, but I also you
Well,
just don't
if
like.
you want to
There's
also think about the dark theory that I had, is like, if you think about it, she might be on this journey longer than Fern and Stark are alive.
yeah.
Like, there's a very good chance she could be journeying with their descendants after, because I mean, let's face it, we can see where that's going.
Yeah.
It's very clear. I will say though, one thing about Freerun though is, as much of a somber and almost like right in the feels kind of show it is, it has its moments of comedy, which makes it it brings you out of the level. It
Yeah.
brings some levity, much needed levity. Like, there's Alex sent me a reel recently of the scene where they're in the cart and the cart explodes and they're falling to their deaths. their
Yeah.
deaths. And like, you've got like Freerin does her magic spell to save them, and you've got Stark screaming his ass off. And then my
Yeah.
favorite is just Fern in the background giving no fucks at all, because Fern does not care about
Yeah.
anything. So it's so
Well,
it's
and
great.
then the other guy who's I'm brain farting his name, but the fact that like Freeman's like, oh, according to plan, and then he goes, the fact that I don't know what's more terrifying, the fact that she thought that that was a plan, or the fact that we actually made it alive or something. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't understand. Like, oh, there
Like,
are some really great moments.
Like, there's a great, like, even the moments without Freerin. Like, I love the moment where like they're going to invade the fiend, or what were they, the demon village or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
And Stark's like yelling to Fern. He's like, "Here, take my hand," and then Fern just like, "Fuck you," and just flies over him, and he's just has this look on his face like.
But then, like, at the same time, during that arc, there's the flashback of Freerin with Himmel, where there was that demon child in the village, and there was that choice
the darkest
of like,
fuck moment.
do you let the child live, or do you or kill the child now? And like, at first, Himmel chooses to let the child live. They both do, and then they soon realize that that was a mistake, and the kid killed
Also,
everyone, and then they had to kill him anyway. So,
oh yeah, and then that darkest fuck scene where Freerin kills the pink-haired demon girl.
oh my god! And like, the thing is, like, she kills her by just like basically mind fucking her with her power.
Uses her power against her, and we don't even see it. My favorite part is the fact where Freerin just like, Freerin literally just goes, "Kill yourself," and it's like, holy shit!
Yeah,
like holy
but that
crap!
fits the character, so
it does. It's just.
Freerin's amazing. Let's just say that. I can't wait to see the next season. I'm so excited.
We haven't even got season 2 yet. And I'm just like,
and it better not be fucking Rob this year, is all I'm saying. It better not.
It only depends if another show also comes out that is equally deserving, but we'll get to that later, because I already know it's on both our lists.
Oh. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I think you do. We'll get to it eventually.
Okay. All right. So my next one, well, my number 8, because Bill's number 8 was Freerin, is Black Clover, which, get hyped, people. We're getting another season. It probably won't be next year, but maybe the year after that. Who knows?
The shipping war. Shipping war.
Throuple.
My God. I love how that fandom was just in a state of like depression and denial, and then the second it's like season 2, shipping war. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, people.
I hope there's more throuple supporters. I'm just saying. I want Asta,
I
Mimosa,
hope it's
and
random
Noelle together.
I hope it's random red-haired girl from like early on, just out of nowhere.
We want the threesome. But Black Clover, it's so fun. This is like probably, well, not one of my longest. This is one of the longer runners that I got into. And I love the story. I love the Black Bulls. The Black Bulls are such endearing characters, and it's really hard to say that a show can flesh out every character, and this show successfully has. Every character has their arc, their moment, their character building. Because it also just kind of makes them more of a team and makes them more of a unit. And the fact that it left off on that superior A plus S tier whatever fight, and then it just fucking ended. It's
It
just like
ended.
a crime. It's a
It,
crime.
it ended right when it got good, but you give them credit. They didn't stretch it out with bad
But
filler.
but the thing is though is like it was still good though. Like all of it has been good, but it was right when it just was hitting that peak is what I'm
I know,
talking about, where it was like, oh yeah,
but
this
just
is good shit.
you have to be happy they didn't try to stretch it out with bad filler and
No,
then
I agree, and they did put one filler, which apparently is canon. But
yeah,
they
but
did do
because
one
of that,
filler,
also
and it didn't go well.
the movie is also canon, and
Yeah,
I
which
love it.
I will take that. I will take that. But yeah, I freaking love the show. I love the characters. I have loved where the manga went. Especially um it was a very good sequel following because the next arc is the Spade Kingdom arc. And then I'm not gonna say after because you know that's what's happening because the Spade King invented. But the arc after that shifts things and it does it in a very well way. um and you'll learn a little bit more about a certain character's backstory and where they came from. But I can't wait. I'm so excited for more Black Clover, and I need to get back into reading the manga because it's just so good.
I'll save my thoughts for later.
I knew it. Anyways, but what's your number 7?
7. My number 7 pick is Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Oh, Trash Sama? Love. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Daddy, daddy, do.
Life is show. Yeah, I know. And why do those intros go so fucking hard? Kaguya-sama is literally the probably greatest rom-com ever at this point.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. It's very, very fun. You're welcome, by the way. You would have watched it unless I told you to. Actually, didn't we do a swap?
yes.
Yeah. You're welcome.
But
Just saying.
Kaguya-sama is such a fun fucking show. Like the fact that the narrator is arguably one of the best characters in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just goes. One of the gimmicks is with like the first 3 seasons is the whole joke of that these two are obviously in love with each other, but they're so
won't
fucking
admit it.
proud and stubborn they won't admit it. So it's like this constant back and forth like war between the two of them, which is just adorable to watch because they are so fucking unsubtle. Like
Yeah.
in the movie, like one of my favorite lines is like that line where like Kage is like, "My hand is really cold right now. I wish somebody would warm it up." And
Yeah.
Mayuki's like, "What is she trying to say?
Hey.
What is she trying to say?"
Gloves? Hand warmers?
Like it's just so fun. And that was after they were together, by the way. Like the actual
Well, they are goobers.
oh yeah, they're so funny. And the manga goes in such a fucking crazy direction after that. We are gonna get a conclusion. I don't think they're gonna cover everything. I'm pretty sure it's
No.
gonna be just a. They're gonna end it. They're gonna end it just to end it, so that people will be not. It doesn't end on a rough cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But I love the dub. Like the dub cast is so fucking good. Like Chica just like takes over that show at times.
Yeah.
But also like I love you. I love Miko. Like the entire club. Like student council is amazing. Like I love they have their dark fucking arcs for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking the Yu's arc is so fucking deep for no reason. All that stuff. I mean, hell, Mayuki has his own dark arc. Kaguya's entire past is fucked up. Like there is for such a show that's very humorous. There's some dark shit buried in there. I mean, it makes sense.
It also like leads. It makes Oshinoko make a little more sense when you start thinking about these darker tones. You're like, oh, okay. Like he was always capable of it. It just was hidden by like love is war. You know.
Well, because it becomes much more apparent later on in the manga after they're together and the whole like love is war battle is over. I do love the I don't think there'll be a sequel to Kaguya-sama. I'm pretty sure Aka's done with that.
Over it.
Well, he doesn't want to draw anymore, and I don't see anyone else drawing Kaguya-sama.
Yeah.
But he did leave it very ambiguous that like he kind of somewhat implies that like you and Miko are gonna have their own love is war battle now because they're the new student council president and vice president.
That's cute.
It's all left ambiguous, but it's such a fun story, and I love it. And it's implied in Oshinoko that Mayuki and Kaguya got married.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even implied. It's just flat out stated. Like,
Yeah.
'cause she has a wedding. Her name is Kaguya Shirogane, and she has a
Yeah.
wedding ring. It's like straight up. But
Yeah.
I love the show. I love the music, the voice talent, the narrator, everything about it, and it's such a just funny show.
Mm.
So, what's your number 7 pick, Alex?
My number 7 pick is Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone
Stone.
was one. I think it's been pretty consistently on my list. But it's just a really fun show. It's also a very interesting show of kind of like what would happen if there was an apocalypse. Because the whole scenario is that one day everyone just turns to stone. And the world basically, and it's like 3,000 or 4,000 years in the future, and everyone's these stone structures, and the world is just changed. It's been taken over by nature. Everything's back to its roots. Um, and the main character is Senku, who is a scientist, and his goal in the world is to revive every single person and bring them back to life. And he goes through some challenges. He faces like his first, and a lot of the times, the theme is like they start. Oh, it's almost like Dragon Ball, where they go from enemies to lovers, where they end up joining his kingdom of science. So he faces like different people along the way. A lot of the characters are great. One of the things he really struggles with is like his dad was actually in space.
Hmm.
His dad was an astronaut and was in space when it happened, so he wasn't affected by it. So him and the group of astronauts are actually the
So,
like all of their descendants are the.
Alex, would you believe that the first time it made your list was last year?
Oh, it did.
It's not on your other two. It just
I thought
I
it
went back
was.
and looked. I'm like, oh wow, it's
Huh. Well, and I did like because I remember I watched season 1 and then I just didn't follow up, and then I rewatched it and I got so into it, and I don't know what shifted, but I just really love the
that might be
concept.
the new season has probably helped too.
Well, no, it was before the new season was out. Like I just rewatched season 1 and 2, and I got so much more into it because it was when season 3 was coming out is when I got into it.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, I love the story, and I just love the sciencey stuff. I mean, I'm a nerd. I went to nerd college. They literally called it that. So I just find this stuff interesting, and I mean, some of it is stretched. It's not completely, perfect, but it is funny the things that they're able to do in the Stone Age that brings, maybe it's not
The
the
Stone
exact.
Age.
No, that's what it is,
I
though.
know, I know. It's
Um
so funny.
and I love where it's at now, where it's kind of the two different kingdoms of science and the two viewpoints of science, where Senku wants to save everyone in the world, where the other scientist wants to be a dictator of the world and their views. And it just happened to be the scientist who was Senku's mentor who led in it. Oh, it's so good. So good. Watch Dr. Stone. It's great.
I'll get to
Next,
it. Um,
number 6.
Number 6. So this one is you've watched this very recently. It's Kimi ni Todoke.
Ah.
I love Kimi ni Todoke.
It is a wonderful show.
It is the thing about Kimi ni Todoke is it is the most there's no bullshit in this show. It is straight up just real people. Like, there's no like weird there's no weird like supernatural shit despite what the people think about Sawako.
Yeah.
There's
Poor
there's no
Sawako.
there's no outrageous personalities that aren't realistic. It is everybody in this show feels like could be a real person. And I think that's
Mhm.
kind of what makes it stick with me. Like I like the fact too that like both the main pairing gets pretty much established in episode 1. But
Yeah.
it's such a slow burn. Like they're so realistic about how it's formed together. Like there's a whole thing where like they both clearly like each other, but they're both too nervous to say anything.
Yeah.
And
Well, and the thing is too is like Sawako went from this girl who was basically isolated and
this
like
girl
had
that
no
literally
one.
everybody disliked because she happened to look like the main character from The Ring.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and
like
like she doesn't know how to. She almost like she even says she's like I don't know how to interact with people. Like I'm lost and like, I like one of the things I loved about it. It's not on my list, but I love the show. It was great revisiting it and watching season 2 and 3. But like the friend group that she makes is so solid, and they care about her so much, and they want her, and they push her to kind of like break through some of those boundaries that she wouldn't like necessarily have done, but it helps her grow as a person. It's just oh, it's so good. So good.
I love the little moments too where she goes all like chibi and like has her little like inner mind moments too, where like she's in her like weird like dazes where she's all like happiness and then it just
Yeah.
gets brought directly back out into the real world. The
Yeah.
side characters are fun too. Like I love like Kazuhaya and his like friend, like they're great. I love the really goofy like comic relief guy that shows up all the time.
Mhm.
I think his name's like literally just Joe. And he's always there just being a nuisance,
Yeah.
but we kind of love him for it.
Yeah.
Um, the parents are fun. I love Sawako's dad tries to be like protective father, but he's so
Yeah.
he's just as awkward as she is, which makes it
Well, that's
great.
where she got it from.
Yeah, and she's
But
just so
also like she just like he can't do anything in the face of I'm brain his
Kazuhaya.
name, Kazuhaya, because he's just a good guy.
Yeah, he's such a
He's like, fuck.
decent guy. He's like listen here, you're actually good.
You're like, damn it.
Listen, I still don't like you, and it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. Oh man, very cute show, very slow burny though. Like, if you're not a fan of slow burns, you'll probably get fed up with them really fast because oh man, they are frustrating at times. But yeah, I really loved Kimi ni Todoke. I'm so glad it got a dub because like I tried watching it back when it first came out, and it's harder to watch a rom com without this dub. I've tried. It's harder because you have to actually pay attention to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kimi ni Todoke. I like that. What's your number 6, Alex?
My number 6 is The Apothecary Diaries. Which
Oh.
The Apothecary Diaries is such a excellent story and such a good mystery. Like, I don't think there's been like a solid one in so long, and it was just so enjoyable. You love the main characters, you love Mao Mao and Jinshi's relationship. Um, it's so fun. And I think Mao Mao is just one of the most lovable characters of the new gen of anime. I
There's a
think
reason why they refer to her as best girl.
yeah, she really is the definition of best girl. And it also is one of those ones that like after every episode you were like, I need more. But also just how season 1 set up for so much stuff in season 2 and like the whole storyline there. I'm excited to see like because really season 1 season 2 was all one huge storyline that didn't seem like it was intertwined, but it was all intertwined as the mystery went on. And I'm excited to see like the shift from season 1 to season
Well,
2.
yeah,
I'm
because
excited to
especially
see
how season 2 ends, where it's like Jinshi can't keep it a secret anymore. It's out there now.
yeah. Well, and Mao isn't going to work in the rear palace anymore, but her dad's working there, and just so much change is happening. You're curious how it's going to evolve, where Jinchi and Mao Mao are still connected, but in these different roles that they're now going to play. But I can't wait. I'm really excited. I'm probably going to start reading the manga soon.
This
I
was
can't
the
wait.
one that I said is like the only argument against Frieren as the best anime.
Oh, that's where I was confused. You were talking about like this year coming out this year.
Well, that's
again,
what
and
I'm
I was
saying.
like,
Well, because
I was like, there's not going to be a season 3 this year or anytime soon. So that's where I was getting confused because you were talking about a new season.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know because they didn't give a date. They were just very ambiguous.
There's no way. There's not enough content right now. There's no way. I do not believe that you are not going to get something in the year 2025. That's cuckoo. It only came out season 2.
Well, I mean, we're not getting Frieren in 2025 either.
Yeah. So I think like 2026 would be the earliest, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not until 2027.
I was implying
that's where I was
I was implying 2026.
That's where I was really confused. I was like, okay, that makes more sense now. But what's your number 5, Bill? Your top 5.
My number 5. I'm saving my thoughts on Apothecary for obvious reasons.
Okay.
But my number 5 is Black Clover.
Oh, nice. Black Clover.
God, those intros are so good.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we've kind of already said most of what we had to say. Black Clover is a very fun story because it is just out of all the shonens out that came out in this like new wave of shonens, it is different. Like tonally, artistically, yes, it has surface level similarities to Naruto. It is very people
But
have,
I feel like the stories are so different
they
though.
are. That's why I said surface level. Like
Yeah.
there is similarities there. I get it. Like the whole like character starts from nothing, has to build his way up to the top, wants to be the king, like wants to be the top of their world essentially,
Yeah.
has to build his friendships along the way. The only difference is in Asta's case, he actually has friends at the start.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes a little bit though for him to fully bond with everyone, but
It does, but like the big difference is the Sasuke of the Black Clover universe isn't edgelord emo at the start. He's
yeah.
actually a good dude.
Yeah.
So
He's just a dude
um
that's really strong and like
yeah, but
it's a little awkward.
but he likes Austin. There's never like this like I hate you because I'm emo like phase.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
but yeah, it's
They're
surface level.
brothers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're brothers. You know, not by blood, but they grew up together. They're basically their family.
Yeah, but we had said earlier, like it's like comparing Black Clover to Naruto is like comparing Attack on Titan to Kaiju number 8. It's surface level.
Yeah,
The
agreed.
farther you get, the more you realize no, these aren't the same at all. And I disagree with the people who say Asta is annoying. Like I love Asta. Like he's
I really don't. I honestly think
I
the people who,
understand his
say-
Japanese voice because yes, that is irritating after a few
Yeah.
minutes, but his English voice, Dallas Reed fucking nails it. I love Dallas Reed's voice.
Yeah. Well, and also like if they watch more than just the surface level clips, you realize how good of a guy Asta is. Like he's always there for everyone. Like he's always there. He's always going to help them and he's such a good person and you
Mm.
just love watching him grow. Especially as someone who like they could have went down the wrong path and become a really bad person, but they chose, you know, that even though everyone was telling him to give up, you know, especially after the magic didn't happen, like he kept going and he kept getting stronger, which everyone loves an underdog. We love an
Yeah.
underdog.
Also the fact too that like he never like the thing about Asta that I love too is like he never like gets himself down about it. He's always like just looking at the bright side. Like I love the
Yes.
fact that he's like, well, I don't have magic, so I'm just gonna get buff as shit because
Yeah.
I can. I love the fact too that he doesn't get taller; he just gets wider.
Yes.
Oh man, but yeah, Black
But
Clover
he's
is
rolling in bitches.
he. I love the fact that in this one he's the one that is, and Yuno has Charmy and the fairy for ones that
No,
matter.
well, yeah, ones that
For
matter.
ones that matter.
Yes.
I don't talk about the background fodder that no one gives a shit about.
Yes.
It's such a funny thing. Asta's got like all these girls that are like very defined personalities that Yuno has Charmy and Fairy,
Yep.
who are great, but it's just really funny.
Mm.
But yeah, Black Clover is very fun. What's your number 5, Alex?
My number 5 is Trigun Stampede. Or just the Trigun series, but that was the image that popped up first. But yeah, I love the Trigun series. I actually revisited Stampede a couple months ago and I was like, oof, this shit is good. And it left me so excited for the next one, Trigun Stargaze, I think that's what it's called, but it's gonna be the next season. But it's really great. The classic, the new revitalized series, they're both excellent. It's a great story, space cowboys in some aspects, but I love the Stampede kind of took it and almost made it like a cyberpunky revitalized version and really brought a lot of people into Trigun because for me personally, Stampede was my first interaction with it. I probably would not have watched Trigun, the original series, if Stampede didn't come out. And it's also I always have to compliment Studio Orange putting in so much work to make 3D anime look good because I do not think anyone could.
It's gotten much better in recent years, but yeah, it takes some work.
Studio Orange, it looks phenomenal. Like the animation looks incredible. And they really are the front leathers in the 3D animation, and hopefully they keep continuing more praise. And I can't wait for Stargaze.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, the original show is really funny because like there's so many iconic like gifs from that. Like I always think of the one of the main character like spider walking up the hill.
Yes.
That's also on my list. I'll get to it eventually.
I recommend. It's very fun. Vash is a
I,
great character.
I know. The problem is every anime seems to be a recommend, so I'll get to it when I get to it.
Me. Not trying hard enough. Watch it while you're driving home. Just kidding.
Okay, Speed Racer.
Perfect. No.
Okay, so my number 4 is the Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, nice.
Broke into the top 5.
It was very close for me. It was very, very close.
It's just when you watch it, you're like, holy shit. Like every episode, because I remember I started watching, I was like, this is going to be just some goofy shit. I'm not going to get obsessed
no,
with
it's
this.
not.
It's like 3 episodes in the fucking like child like death. And I'm like,
yeah.
like, where is this going? Just Mao Mao being like the scene where I knew I was gonna
steals the show.
The scene where I knew I was gonna love Mao Mao is when she fucking like goes into the fucking other courtesan's house and then just like fucking like manhandles all of them. She's like consort's house, and she's like she just basically like all of her really shitty ladies in waiting. She just basically is like, you guys suck, and just like grabs that one. She's like, this is poison. What are you doing?
But and even like that's like it's crazy how like in the first couple episodes it's gonna tie to a big event in season 2. Which you're not gonna think about originally, but like once it happens, you're like, oh my god, this all makes sense. And like there is no open like plot holes in this show. It is so solid, the writing.
I still love that gif too of like when the ladies in waiting keep kicking her out of the pavilion. She just does her boing. Oh no, she says boing 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 as she does each time. And then they call back to it later when they kick her out of her main house, and she just goes boing boing. I guess I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's so fun, and it gets really dark. Like there are moments like there's a character who seems to be just kind of a one-off like antagonist in season 1 who fakes her death and disappears. Who then becomes a major character in season 2. Like out of nowhere. And it's like, holy shit. Like, okay.
Well, and just all the events in season 1 that were being orchestrated for the lead up to season 2 is just the storytelling in this is incredible. Like that is one thing. Like I do not think there has been such a solid story in a while as the Apothecary Diaries.
Well, especially one where like the cliffhangers aren't like brutal like in Soul Leveling, but they were still like an episode would end and I'd be like,
fuck, I want more.
I need to know what happens next. Like the child death, like the group of children that died, and then you're like 3 episodes later, it's like, surprise, not really. They're actually alive. And you're so like shocked that you completely forget about, oh yeah, wait, they have a serum that brings people back to life.
Yeah.
That's right. Like you completely forget about that. And then when it happens, you're like, oh. Or the hair stick that Mao Mao gives Lolan, and you're like, you think it's just a one-off thing, and it's like, oh right, that's how she lived. The bullet bounced off of that.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning for anyone.
Spoiler. But, I mean, we've already spoiled enough. You can say in your intro comments, spoiler warning.
But
Go ahead.
There's also I also too like the progression of Mao Mao and Jinji from the start to the end, like especially when you get to the point where Jinshi stops taking like the drugs to suppress his testosterone.
Yeah.
And he actually starts like losing his control, losing his like cool and getting angry because he's like, oh right, testosterone, that shit's wild. But then at the end, that final scene where like Tim and Mao Mao, he just straight up bites her neck. I'm like, dude, like chill. It's like you're being very unsubtle.
He's very into his Mao Mao. Let's go with that.
Yes, and Mao Mao's kind of like,
whatever.
Sir.
I need an adult. Dad, wait, no, I hate you.
No, not that dad.
My real dad.
Wait. Shit.
Shit. No. Yeah. Her real dad is working in the rear palace as a doctor.
It's also just like crazy how like there's some characters in this that are like the most heinous pieces of shit ever, like the old emperor. But then his son, the current emperor, is like just a cool dude.
Yeah. But the reason he is a cool dude is because of who his mom was.
Yeah. His mom does some One of the
She
darkest
is
episodes.
a badass bitch.
She is, and one of the darkest episodes in this entire show involves her, and it's like, holy shit.
But honestly, like she saved so many people. Like she's a badass bitch.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, I love that line with the Emperor where he's like, "Ah, you're great, Mamo. I should make you one of my one of my what's the word I'm forgetting?
Consorts.
Consorts. Yep. Yeah, make you one of my consorts." He's like, and then she gets on that. He's like, "Well, maybe not. You don't really have enough in the front, if you know what I mean." I'm just like,
Yeah.
like poor Mamo and her tiny boobs. She's always upset.
Yes.
And also Frog.
Frog.
That is all. But
All
yeah.
right.
What is your number 4, Alex?
My number 4 is Dorohedoro. It's one of my favorite series, and it's
Alligator.
one of kind of. It's one of my favorite. It's also just a great twist on the fantasy genre, but making it very dark and
bleak. Like such a bleak world that's surprisingly full of fun characters.
Yeah. I really love it. I love the main characters. It's also a mystery, which is also really fun because they're trying to figure out why.
But my favorite part about watching that show, because I will watch season 2. It's not enough to get me to collect the manga or anything, but I will watch season 2. My favorite part watching that was the fact that I'm like, you know, for villains, I kind of like them a little too much.
Well, the thing is that like they're not necessarily villains.
That's kind of the implication I've gotten. Like, it's like they're really, we don't know who the villain is yet, to be honest.
Yeah, it's there's not like that. I don't really know if there's villains. It's more of just like opposing sides.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, like the main cast that we saw, none of them are really what we would call villains. I think if there is villains, they have not really fully appeared in the anime yet, but hopefully with season 2.
Well, it's kind of like a world where like all these characters are kind of crappy people when you think about it.
Well,
but
a lot of it is due to circumstances too.
Well, it's a shitty world, so that you get a shitty world full of crappy people.
Yeah. Well, the main thing is like there's the wonderful world, which is the world where those who are gifted, they don't call them wizards, right? It's more of I'm brain-farting on the term they say, but those who are gifted with abilities that can have smoke in their body, which that's the powers in this, is like if you have smoke in your body, you have magical powers. And those who aren't, they live in basically, I think they call it like the dump or like the I can't remember exactly.
Because I think of that one scene where that guy cuts his body up to pieces to find his fucking smoke.
His smoke veins, and it's a cool premise. Also very dark, also very creepy. But
then it has like those moments where it's like not creepy, like the mushroom scene.
Very funny and
Portobello.
Yes. And I don't think there's a single character of the main cast that you don't love.
Yeah, my favorite scene is still like the fucking mushroom competition, and he's like, "I put Portobello mushrooms in mine." He's like, "Portobello, you win." It's just like straight up, you win.
No, it's the pie competition.
Yeah,
they had the two different pie.
Yeah, and he was like, "I put Portobello mushrooms in mine." He's like, "Portobello, you win." Just immediately.
It's very fun. I really love Dorohedoro. I'm so happy it's getting a season 2.
Look at the guy in my head.
Yes. Well, just even that being like, that's one of the very first scenes is you see him Kaiman literally bite someone's head and be like, what did the guy in my head say? And then when they don't give him the answer, they're like, fuck it, kill him.
When he rips off the poor girl's face.
Yeah.
Also a baseball arc. Why is there a random baseball arc in the middle of it?
It's Japan. They love baseball.
I know. It's just so funny.
There was a baseball arc in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I know, and I commented on that.
And in Dragon Ball.
Well, the Dragon Ball Super one makes sense because that was all filler. But this one was just funny to me. The only reason I thought it was funny was because I was watching Dorohedoro and Jujutsu Kaisen at the same time, and both the baseball episodes happened at the same time. I'm like, okay.
Japan loves baseball. It is very big there.
No, that's fair.
All right, you're number 3 because I'm getting hungry, okay. And we're almost at 3 hours, so hurry up.
That's why we're doing this today. My number 3 pick is Spy Family.
Wow, that's boosted really high for you.
Because so reading the manga and
I
just
will actually I need to admit something.
you forgot to put it on the list, didn't
No,
you?
I started reading the manga.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I just did on a whim because I kept getting spoilers and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna read. So I started reading it and it's good. I've gotten into the stuff for season 2 and I'm like, oh shit. It's gonna get
Isn't
interesting.
isn't Endo's art just like so striking? Like
I
the way
love Endo's art style. It's very unique.
I love the way he draws his like his male characters, and I love the way he draws his female characters. Like they just have like distinct looks to them. Like
Well, I
even
love
though
too he's not afraid to make people ugly
yeah, but
either,
he's
which is
also not afraid
fun.
to make people gorgeous. Like it's
Yeah.
like one of those things. He makes them gorgeous, but he also doesn't make fan servicey characters, which I really enjoy. Like the most fan
Well,
service.
at least not in Spy Family.
Well,
Because so one of the websites I use, it shows other works by them, and I was like,
well,
this looking a
remember.
little sus over here.
Remember, Alex, he famously had every work he had worked on was a dud before Spy Family, so
Yes.
remember that. Um, yeah, but I love the story. Like the family unit, like despite being completely a sham, is so fucking strongly knit together. Like
Yeah.
they are so
But
lovely.
you know that you know that
Well,
they're gonna.
we've gotten there. Yours admitted it. Like she
Yeah, that's what kind of pushed me to start reading the manga. Was like I got spoiled on that. I was like, fuck, I need to know. So I'm
yeah.
starting to read it.
Like we get a whole backstory on Mr. Elegant. I think he actually refers to himself as Mr. Elegant in it, the manga at one point.
Also, spoilers. But I started reading the bus arc. And when Mr. Elegant goes on the bus for those kids, I was like, "You the man, sir!"
Oh,
Like, oh my god, he is the best
I
freaking
love.
teacher in the bunch.
Well, wait, when you get to his backstory, you'll understand.
Oh my
So,
god. Like,
but
just the fact that he was like, "No, I want," like, he was literally fine, and he walks on the bus just to save, like, just to comfort those kids. It was like, this man is the best.
and then
Oh,
you got Anya over the side. I have to poop.
yes.
Yeah.
And then Damien's also like, "I have to poop." That's
But then with Damien, they're like, "Oh, okay, you get the bomb necklace." Then it's just like,
yeah.
no, I won't spoil anymore. But like, great series. Like, I love all of them. Like, I love the fact that like Yor is such an unhinged character, and Lloyd just kind of goes with it because
Lloydie.
he's like, I like her, so I'm gonna keep her.
Yeah.
Liquor, liquor, liquor.
Lloyd, Lloyd, Lloyd. No, it's
That,
Twilight, Twilight, Twilight.
Twilight, yeah. That movie was so good, Code White. The fucking Anya poop segment. Like
I rewatched that and it was a fever dream of hilariousness.
Spy Family is just such a joy. Like the fact that it blew up and like they are they're doing as much as they can to pump that shit out, but also not run into like filler fatigue
Yes.
is great. I love Spy Family.
Ooh,
What is your number 3, Alex?
I hit my mic. My number 3 is Bill. Nobody.
Oh,
It's
Kaiju
Kaiju
number 8.
number 8. I
Nice.
fucking love this series. It became one of my top favorites, like
I know you watched
ever.
it like 4 times.
I did. I watched it like 4 times. Well, 4 times last year, and then I think I've watched it 2 times this year. In preparation for watching
Sadness. Yes.
yes, for Sadness. I need to get caught up on the manga time. But oh my god, it's a great story. Like the thing is like to me, if you can get a great foundation of characters right off the bat, I am in. I'm invested. And like this was one of the ones where I was invested every episode. And before I started reading it, like one of the things that got me was like I really didn't know if they were gonna expose if he was a kaiju like in season 1 or if it was gonna take longer.
Oh,
And
and
how
it
they
happens so
did
fast.
it, yeah. I mean, it does happen at the end. But like when it does, like it was a great reveal because that's kind of what I was worried about. I knew eventually it was gonna come to light, like the reveal, but I wanted it to be done in a great way, and it was done in a great way because he literally had no choice. He had to reveal himself, or everyone would die. And oh, I love Kafka. I love Kikaru. I love why am I brain farting his name? White hair. Why am I'm brain
Ren?
farting it right
Ren?
now? Ichikawa. Yes.
Yep.
Reno.
Reno.
That's why I was.
Yeah,
I
not
love
Ren.
Reno, and of course, I love my favorite character, Hoshina. I fucking love Hoshina. I want a figure of him laughing, but I can't find one, and I'm pissed about it. But
And my girl
I
back
just
there
think
hanging out with hanging out with Mao Mao.
yes, I just think if you can have an astounding cast of characters, like you really are into all of them in a great story. Because Kafka is like such a lovable main character, and you are rooting for him, and it's also a nice thing of like never give up. And even though you're facing like the toughest thing of like something that no one else could understand, you're still pushing forward. And I'm really excited. I'm curious to see in the future if there's other people like Kafka out there as well. We haven't really seen that, but I'm curious to see if maybe it could happen. But I'm excited. Sorry, I thought I heard a meow. But I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to the rest of season 2. I know it's going to be sad. I'm prepping myself to be sad for the next time I watch it, but I know it's coming. But I think watching it animated versus watching it in person is so different. Reading it is different.
I won't spoil because you're gonna watch it later today, and
Oh no.
I hope you're ready.
I'm not ready. All right. What's your number 2? Wait, mine's downstairs.
Yeah. My number 2, it's the same it's been since we started. It's Fruit Baskets. I love Fruit Baskets.
Ew. I like Veggie Baskets better.
Well, that's why you were having issues last week. So
Hey! Don't bring it up on the podcast, you asshole.
hey, I didn't specify anything. You're the one that's going deeper. But yeah, I love Fruit Baskets. It's just such a it's amazing how you can have like such a positive character who like looks at the bright side of everything despite like the world being like trying to punch her down at so many times.
Yeah.
But then she's also like she saves an entire family, basically.
Yeah.
It's a cute story. Like I love it gets so dark at times, but it also is so like uplifting and fun. Like Toru Honda is probably like one of the sweetest characters in like.
Yes, she deserves nothing that happened to her.
She gets yeeted into a swamp and just says, "Fuck it, I'm not leaving until you come back with me."
Yes.
Yeah, so super fun. I love all the seasons. It has such a great ending.
Did you hear my stomach growl?
No.
It was really loud.
It doesn't.
I heard it through my headphones.
Sorry. It doesn't need a sequel, but even though it got one technically, but that sequel was more of a little like here's some fun for 4 volumes. Like I love Fruit Baskets. There's not a whole lot to say at this point because we've done this like 4 years in a row now.
Yeah.
So what's your number 2, Alex?
My number 2 is Bill's least favorite intro. It's Welcome to Demon School, Aruma. I love this show. It's just so fun. We're getting a season 4. It was announced, so I'm so excited. But
I think I've seen the next volume. So if you're looking for that, unless you,
I already have it.
Okay.
I had to order some things and I got it. But it's just such a fun comedic show. It's very much a comedy, but you really love the cast of characters. Same thing. I love a good cast. Is what we're saying. Is the thing I'm finding out is But I love Iruma. I love how like he's kind of taking his circumstance with stride as much as he can. I mean, he's a human thrown into this world of demon because his asshole parents sold him because his parents suck, and it does go into that background too, which you feel really bad for him. But he's kind of just making the best of it because he's like, well, my life kind of sucked where I was, and this demon world, everyone's kind of nice to me, so I'm gonna stick around. It's really fun. I love Clara and Az and Ameri
wearing her mop.
Yes, and Iruma, like in the Misfit class, they're so fun and they like become such a tight like.
Are they really called the Misfit class?
Yes.
That's
They're
so
the class of the
mean.
misfits. They literally have them go in this dumpy classroom too. Like that's next to the trash area. Yeah. But eventually one of the things that they do is they end up going to the Royal One is the classroom, which is the former classroom of the Demon King. And we know that Iruma is going to become the Demon King. That's where it's going. It's the whole premise. But I'm excited. I love that show. I'm so excited to get season 4 because the next arc is going to be really great. It's the music festival arc, um, which is really fun because part of the thing is there's different like levels that demons can be. So or ranks. That's what the world. So in one thing for the misfit classes, because they're in the Royal One classroom, they have to to do different credentials. So to keep the Royal One, they'll have to reach rank 4 by the end of the school year. And guess how many were rank 4 when that was announced?
How many?
2 people. And their
Hooray.
classroom is I think it's about like 15 or 14. Uh so yeah, they got a lot of work to do. So through each of these different school events and different challenges they go through, they have the chance to rank up. So all of them need to rank up by the end of the year to keep the Royal One. And I'm really excited to see the next part. But it's a very fun and silly show, but also a good story. So I recommend. It has a bop intros.
Sure.
When you don't listen to them 50 times in a row for some
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, in the mornings when you're trying to wake up. Anyways, so moving on now, obviously number 1.
Wait.
There's no drum roll. Everyone knows what they are at this point.
What do you mean?
It's Inuyasha and yours is One
What?
Piece.
What? I thought yours was gonna be a Bobo wasn't isn't that a show? Bobo.
All right, I forgot. Your number 1 pick is I don't even know. I'm trying to think of
No, just kidding. No, yeah. I mean, I think these have stayed for these are just our consistent favorites.
Devilman
I love
Crybaby. That's Alex's favorite show.
No.
Oh, wait, I know what Alex's favorite is. After School Bitchcraft.
Go fuck yourself. That was a joke and it's gone too far.
A joke
I
that
quit.
backfired. No, you
I'm
don't.
leaving.
Alex,
But
you
yeah,
started
my
this,
favorite
so
is
you
One
accept
Piece.
it.
Shit. My favorite's One Piece. Bill's Inuyasha. Go back to the 50 other episodes
That's
to
where
know.
we've explained this.
Where we've
Basically, like, you know, when you're getting up at 5 in the morning when you don't even like anime to watch a show because the early days. And then Alex, fun fact,
binging it and like
the first episode of this very podcast, Alex said, I'm going to start One Piece.
Yep. And I've never looked back.
That is the funniest part about the early days of this show is like your One Piece progress where you're like, I'm about halfway through now.
Yep.
And now you're obsessed.
And like Bill, you need to watch it because it's a very good show.
Alex, I have 5,000 things that they're in.
What
in
if
front
I
of
made
it.
you like in a One Piece abridged?
No, because I don't do abridged. I watch the whole thing.
Okay, but you promise you're gonna watch the One Piece.
We'll see how it goes. I'm curious about that one, so possibly yes.
Promise right now.
I'm not
Promise
making
on
any
Musty.
promises.
Promise on Musty.
Her name is Lucy.
It's Musty because she's a Mustang and she's stinky. I'm hungry. Oh my god, did you hear that?
No.
It's like really loud. Maybe if I move the mic.
Why would you want people to hear that?
Because that's how fucking hungry I am, and we've been potting for almost 3 hours. So let's end it. I'm starving.
Well, anyways, that was our top 25s. Actually, surprisingly different this year.
Yeah, actually, I did look. I eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from my last year's list. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4 new additions. And quite a few shuffles. But my top 2 stayed the same.
Yes, same. I had a few things drop off, a few add, but yeah, it was fun to see how it is. We're actually later in the year, we're gonna do a movie top list as
Yeah.
well.
Well, now that we've watched a lot more movies, and I'm gonna try and watch a couple more too before we start doing that. But yeah, now that we've
You can
watched a
put
consistent
so
amount,
you're gonna put Grave of the Fireflies at number 1, right?
no,
What, you don't
no.
like to be sad?
I mean, like it may make my list, but it's not gonna be number 1.
You don't like Hello Darkness, my old friend?
No. Be gone.
Anyways, once again, guys, thank you for joining us on Gaming and Collecting. You can find Gaming and Collecting on all the major podcasting platforms, particularly Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network. That is superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site where you can find all sorts of different podcasts, videos, blogs. We're currently doing a game club.
Are we
Bubs.
on there?
Yes.
We are?
Yes. Why are you stretching? Why are you stretching this out when you're over here complaining about being hungry?
Because I like to annoy you. It's my job.
You like annoy yourself. Like you like to just make your life harder for the sake of being annoyed. Well, you're doing now. I'm gonna stretch it out. So,
no. I'll just leave. I'll just go.
well, anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
And One Piece is the best anime, and Attack on Titan sucks.
She said it, not me.
No.